hopefully enjoy when it comes to our Jags. Gonna let you hear from Liam Coen coming up here in just a second as he gets his team ready. And again, I think one of the more interesting dynamics here, and one thing's for sure, we can never again claim it's not important who's calling plays. After that whole Doug Peterson, Press Taylor, who is, who isn't, it's pretty clear that Liam Coen is going to have to walk a balance here. And I think that's something he's learning as he both organizes training camp, how much time to spend on offense, how much to spend on defense. When we met with Liam Coen down at our day down at camp, that was something that he talked about, having to, split his attention in a couple of different directions. Now, at some point you just reach the level of trust in your defensive coordinator that certainly you're meeting with him, but you can't, monitor it play to play, especially since you are, and it's, up front and known, you're going to be the play caller. Which, by the way, is what we want. It's one of the reasons Liam Coen was hired, right? What he did down in Tampa, his track record coming up through that Ram system that, again, I'll remind you, that tree has produced fruit. It has. McVay's guys have gone on and they've done well, whether it's O'Connell in Minnesota, Zach Taylor in Cincinnati. Certainly, he's taken them to a Super Bowl. I think any Jaguar fan would take that right now. Sight unseen. You're going to get a Super Bowl in the next 5 years. You taking that? Good morning, friend.
Sign me up. Sock by six.
Yeah, right. We'll sign up for that right now and then take your chances in that game. But Liam Coen is going to be the play caller. And when it comes to game day and being head coach, you got to have a certain headspace to pull that off. And he'll answer that exact question. I'll let you hear that coming up in just a few minutes. Baseball heads down the home stretch. The contenders have now stocked their rosters through the trade deadline. We're done. You are what you are. It'll be interesting to see the impact that different players make for different teams. And a National League East that Braves fans were so used to being a part of the storyline, the narrative coming down the stretch. Obviously, the Braves aren't this year. If they're tagged with any title, it'll be that royal of a spoiler. And it just keeps getting worse. Acuna's out of the lineup right now still. He's on the IL. Austin Riley left the game yesterday. Only the Braves. They're supposed and it was a really cool. It's too bad it didn't play out as it was supposed to. But the Braves and Reds, in case you missed it this weekend, played a game in a NASCAR stadium. Did you know that?
Oh, I saw that.
Yeah, and man, it was Saturday, the atmosphere was so cool. And it was packed. It was like the most fans at a regular season game in over 100 years.
I didn't even think that was real.
Right? But and NASCAR, the coordination between the two, I thought it was cool. They did just enough, but it wasn't too hokey, right? But you certainly got to play that NASCAR theme, and the jersey numbers were more kind of like the NASCAR car numbers. It was a good look. And Saturday night, it was the national game of the week. It was on Fox. And, buddy, they didn't get, they couldn't start because of rain. And then they started, and they got about an inning in. They were in the bottom of the first, and the skies just opened up, and it was just a monsoon. And after sitting around for hours on Saturday night, they had to call it, suspend it. Now, they had built in a travel day. And supposedly, or perhaps for this reason, perhaps not. But with each team off on Sunday, they didn't have to make it a part of a doubleheader or anything else. They just came back Sunday afternoon, and they finished it yesterday. The Braves Eli White hit a couple of homers. The Braves beat the Reds yesterday, and so the Reds, the team that's in the wild card hunt, all the Braves can do is, be a little bit of a thorn. But, yeah, Austin Riley goes out. In addition to everything, the pitching staff is just an abject mess. I will say, Gator fans, Hunter Waldrop, you remember that name, helped pitch Florida to the World Series championship series against Paul Skeens and LSU. Because of all the rain and the pitching being thrown into chaos, he went to the mound yesterday, and he earned a win. That may be Waldrop's first win. I know he was up with the Braves last year. I'm not sure he got a victory, but if so, it would be his first. It was a win for the Braves yesterday, but really I just got sidetracked because that's my Braves brain. the Mets and the Phillies, that's going to be, back to the story. Normally the Braves are part of that. They're not. It's going to be the Mets and the Phillies, and they're going to bounce back and forth, and you live and die every day watching your team and then the team you're chasing on the scoreboard. And I know there are, in the standings, I know there are a lot of you guys out there that aren't, Mets fans or Braves fans, and your team is involved in this in some way or the other. There are some national storylines. There's certainly some league-wide storylines, and one of them is just what in the world with the Yankees, bro? Oof. Swept by the Marlins. E.T., your Marlins are 500, brother.
Man, we've been playing with that 500 line for a little bit now. I just need us to get above that.
I don't know how they're doing it, but my man, they are above 500. They swept the Yankees this weekend, and it's more about how just painful and damaging that is for the Yankees, or as much about that, it seems, as it is Florida or Miami. I'm still saying the Florida Marlins. The Miami Marlins getting to 500. With a sweep over I think I saw the Yankees have been swept like 3 times maybe even in the last month. They're terrible on the road since June. Worst road record in the majors, 5-17, I believe. Of course, I was in Atlanta for one of those road wins. Thanks a bunch. Go Braves. But yeah, Yanks in trouble. They're down to 3rd place in the American League East. So if your team is in some sort of playoff run, congratulations. Enjoy it. PGA Tour had a milestone this weekend. Did y'all catch that? This is interesting. And man, what an exclusive club when you think about it. Professional golf and the PGA Tour, over 100 years old?
Mm-hmm.
So the very first PGA Tour win, some 100 and something years ago. Cameron Young won yesterday. Oh, Cam Young finally got a victory. Good for you. You're not
That's
the American
V'Ger boy, right?
No, that's Cam Smith.
Okay.
But Cameron Young is a guy. He finished second, I believe, at the British one year. He's had periods where he's really tracked as a top 5, top 10 golfer, but had not won. He'd been runner-up 4 or 5 times, but he will not be the American version of Tommy Fleetwood. No sirree. He won yesterday. But here's the Dailies Double Take. I'll just stir it up for you. I'll grind out a Dailies Double Take bright and early and go with that coffee. Oh, so good, so fresh, so delicious. Each and every morning, get the biscuits piled high. If you're lucky enough to come across one of the locations around town that got that chicken sandwich and that chicken biscuit, what do you say?
I love that chicken sandwich.
You think they should go ahead and get that while they're in there?
Run it.
Yeah, so it's also Build Your Sub all summer. So you pick and choose, and they'll make it perfectly for you at all of the Dailies Dash locations around town. But no, here it is when it comes to Cam Young and his win yesterday. He's the 1,000th unique winner in PGA Tour history. So there now have been, in all of those years, there have been a grand total of 1,000. I mean, in some ways it's a lot, but some ways over that course of time, not really that many. 1,000 guys now, 1,000 different guys have won on PGA Tour with Cameron Young getting his first tour win yesterday. So there was that little note. But the coolest shot of the golf week came on the LPGA Tour. Did you see this one, Easy?
Oh, yes, I did.
So the ladies are playing an LPGA Tour event, and one of the gals is on the green. She's already just narrowly missed a hole-in-one herself. Her ball, if you're going tee to pin, her ball is about 2 to 3 inches short and left of the cup. So it's just off the cup, a little bit short, a little bit left. So it's just off about, 7, 8 o'clock there on the clock face. That's where the ball is. Well, Mimi Rhodes, sure, you know Mimi. She's on the tee. And she hits a beautiful shot. And it's tracking, and it hits on the green, and it's rolling up toward the flag, and it would have missed just left with a little pace, and it kissed off the ball that was on the green, and it went in the hole.
Yep.
Oh, E.T., we're supposed to play golf today.
Yes, sir.
How'd you like for that to happen today?
I'd be good with either of those, man. Me personally.
What kind of day would it be if the fellas here had a terrific Monday morning show? And then it's the Furyk and Friends Media Day, so they're even holding a couple spots for us. We'll be a little late to the party. what if the day ended with a hole-in-one?
Oh, man, that would be beautiful. That would be just my luck.
I haven't gotten one yet.
No.
I don't know if you know that. That's kind of a narrative. Just saying. But yeah, anyway, Mimi Rose got hers that way. They come in all forms and fashion. I'll just tell this story real quick. We'll go to break. I want to come back and get inside Jags camp a little bit. So I'm in college, ET, and then like the in like my freshman year, through the roommate of one of my good friends from high school. So it's one of my good friends from high school's roommate becomes kind of in our friend group, and we do a bunch, what you do at that age. We're running hoops in the afternoon, playing sports. Well, anyway, we golf. Okay, the guy is a great baseball player. In fact, he's walking on for Florida baseball at this time. But we play golf, and he is just terrible at golf, ET. Like the 2 or 3 times that he goes with our guys that are playing, and all of us had played some by them, but he's just terrible, shooting like 130 is just bad, right? So as a college life has it, you each kind of go your separate ways, you do your own thing, and I lose touch with this guy. I never forget his name. In fact, I've told this story before, and somebody knows the guy, tracked it down, and verified it, which was cool. Maybe he'll do it again today. So the dude's name is Mike Spruce. So fast forward about 4 or 5 years later, and you know how the morning paper on the weekend will put in the hot shots, whatever they call it in the market, but they'll put if anybody has had a hole-in-one that week, right?
Okay.
So I'm just thumbing through the periodical, as I'm prone to do, and I see hole-in-one, some golf course. I don't know if it's a university course or another course, and I see hole-in-one, 138 yards, Mike Spruce. I'm like, man, that just can't be the dude. So anyway, I note that about another year later, out at at a club or somewhere on the weekend night, and well, dang if I don't run into Mike Spruce. Okay, so the first thing, not how you been, not what you doing, not yada this, that, or that, not catch up, not let's get together again. This is pre-cell phone now,
right?
You see a guy, you see him, you may not hear or see from him again for a year, right? First thing when I saw him, I'll walk right up to him. I said, man, I saw in the paper about a year ago that Mike Spruce got a hole-in-one. Was that you?
He smiled big, I bet.
Okay, you know what he told me? He goes, oh, man. He goes, yeah, we're on the tee. I hit it. It never got more than a foot off the ground.
What? He worm burned all the way
And he worm burned. It rolled all the way down. It rolled up. It rolled on the green, and it rolled in the hole. And we laughed about that and move on. Shout out. He gets one about every 10 years, apparently, here on the program. And he'll get another one, maybe perhaps if I ever jar one day.
Do they still do that? Like the hole and run in the paper type?
They do.
Oh,
yeah.
that's cool.
The bigger question is there still a paper?
Right, that's the bigger question.
I will go. My boys have started playing golf, and we can play golf anywhere around town, but we've kind of settled in, ET. We'll go over and we'll play Palm Valley early on a weekend morning.
Okay.
And at Palm Valley, if you don't know, it's been around forever. One of the old courses in town probably, but it's just a little par 3 course. Most of the holes are between like 80 and 120 yards.
Okay, I might have to pull up.
And then there's a couple of par 4s that are, 240 or, something like that. Basically, it's a day to just work on your wedges and your short game, right?
Okay.
But I've already now, and just playing there 4 or 5 times, I've already had a couple of scares, man, where I hit the ball and it looks like it's going in. Now, I don't want to be entitled. I don't want to be presumptuous. But I'll say this at the risk of it never happening at a different time. I'm just not sure if I ever do get that first hole-in-one that I want it to be on a 78-yard par 3. You feel me?
Yeah.
That feels more really as much like a chip in. And then there are some gray area holes there. Like if you're playing a par 3 course and it's 108 yards, and you put it in a tee on the tee box and you knock it in, should you count that pridefully as a hole-in-one?
Right,
See, there's some. Now, and then there's a couple of holes out there that are long enough that, they would play like a par 3 anywhere you were playing. I don't know. There's probably those of you on the text line this morning, designed by Lifetime Enclosures. Have you had a hole-in-one at a par 3 or a hole-in-one on a hole where you were playing an event and they just put tee markers in the middle of the fairway, that kind of deal? Not that I have to worry about it. Said shots did not actually go in, ET. Don't kid yourself. No Mimi Rhodes luck for me as well. Anyway, we're up and at 'em. We got a lot of other NFL stuff that we can get to. College football. The guys are in camps now all across the country and here in the Southeast, here in the Sunshine State. Do we have Fred today?
I believe so.
Yeah, today or tomorrow. Freddie's, depending on the pivot, will pivot on us. But either way, we'll be talking Jaguars game week. And we'll dive more into that when we return. So thanks for being up and at 'em with us. We're live inside the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
1010XL is committed to getting you closer to your favorite players. That's why we sent Jags beat reporter Hayes Carlyon to bring you back one-on-one interviews in the locker room, unsealed by Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors.
Frank Frangie here. Nimnik Buick GMC is proud to be the #1 Buick GMC dealer in Jacksonville, earned by treating customers with courtesy, respect, and fairness. All part of Nimnik's Treating You Right guarantee. The most Buicks, GMCs, and Jacksonville's only Car Bravo dealer. Nobody but Nimnik. For 3 generations, Nimnik has been the place customers keep coming back to. They treat you right, and they give a bunch back to the community. Visit NimnikBuickGMC.com today to learn more or visit their showroom off Phillips Highway. GMC, we are professional grade.
When you're faced with damage in your home from water, fire, or mold, you need a team with the expertise to fix it right.
Resto Pros!
A locally owned, nationally backed franchise that's here to help you when you need them. A team that does it right the first time.
Resto Pros!
Remember, you don't have to use the insurance company's preferred contractors. Get it done right by a licensed professional you can trust. Call 904-201-9151 or go to RestoProsNEFlorida.com. That's RestoProsNEFlorida.com.
Resto Pros!
If you're playing fantasy football, you might want a little help. Get 1010XL's Fantasy Football Draft Guide with in-depth player bios and the top 32 rankings at every position. Get the guide at 1010XL.com and on all of the 1010XL social channels.
Hey, it's Joe C. Summer in Jacksonville means the sun is hot, the grills are fired up, and your water heater probably full of sludge.
Nah, not mine.
Think, when was the last time you flushed your water heater out? It's okay, you could say it.
Probably never.
Flushing a water heater each year improves its efficiency and extends its lifespan.
They sure don't make them like they used to.
So call Roland Reese Plumbing for a routine water heater flush out and any other plumbing needs. 260-7059 or at plumberandjacks.com. Roland Reese Plumbing.
Looking to elevate your game night experience? Look no further than Best Bet. We're not just a card room, we're your destination for excitement, fun, and big wins. Whether you're a seasoned player or new to the game, we have something for everyone. Join us at Best Bet Jacksonville, Orange Park, or St. Augustine for thrilling tournaments, exciting promotions, and a vibrant atmosphere that will take your game night to the next level. Elevate your game night at Best Bet. Visit bestbetjacks.com to learn more. That's bestbetjacks.com.
Jimerson Burr is a full-service, Florida-based commercial law firm that has experience and capabilities to handle any legal issue a business is confronted with. Learn more about what they can do for you at jimersonfirm.com.
A lot of companies will tell you they're the best. At Custom Tree Surgeons, they show you every time. Custom Tree Surgeons has built an all-pro team. Every tree service professional has years of experience, continually trained and certified. They know what, when, and how to handle any job. It gets done efficiently and quickly by a team of experts. So for tree trimming, removal, stump grinding, and emergency services, forget any name other than Custom Tree Surgeons. There is no job they can't do better. Go to website CustomTreeSurgeons.com. That's CustomTreeSurgeons.com, and let them show you how the job is supposed to get done.
Ladies and gentlemen, boaters and landlubbers, friends, four-legged and two, this is Lisa the Botanista with a huge announcement. Freedom Boat Club is opening a brand new 4th location. That's right, Freedom Boat Club St. Augustine Shipyard is now open. Now members can enjoy unlimited access at Julington Creek, Jacksonville Beach, St. Augustine Comanche Cove, and St. Augustine Shipyard. Freedom Boat Club members also enjoy reciprocal access to over 400 locations across the world. There's never been a better time to join. We are offering our biggest discount ever to celebrate our brand new location. We own and maintain an entire fleet of boats. Join the club, and as often as you like, you can do water sports, inshore fishing, offshore fishing, sandbar hopping, dining on the water, or just cruising around town. Visit us at the St. Augustine Shipyard or stop by any of our locations to see what the Boat-Cierge experience is all about. Visit us at freedomboatclub.com.
Fumbled your fender? EV took a hit? Guardian Collision is your MVP with certified expert auto body repair for any electric vehicle. Guardian Collision, they guard what moves you. Visit GuardianCollision.com.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
That's what we do on this show. We just spark something and it goes. You boys sparked something on Friday. I believe that one alone. Yeah. That was the best fight I never got in my life right there, my brother.
That was when I saw the smile on your face.
I just stepped right aside. I walked right out. Yep, not getting anything. I don't know what's going on over here, but
don't got nothing to do with me.
Cover me uninterested. Jeff, a hole in one. The green's still the same size. The hole's the same size. If it's your first shot, you got it, my brother. If it happens, enjoy it. I know easier said than done, but if it's 78 yards, it'll be, what'd you hit? Now a little sawed off 56 degree. You know what the shame of it is, too? I've holed it 3 or 4 times from 150 to 170 out of the fairway.
When you hold it, it goes in and comes out?
No, when it goes in the hole, when you make it. If you hold it. And you
hold it.
Yeah,
okay,
I've made it from the fairway 3 or 4 times over the course of the years.
Not from the box.
Yeah. I mean, I came like an inch from a double eagle on a par 5. I mean, everything but that. Everything but the actual hole in one.
So I got a question for you.
Sure. Ask me.
As you said, we're playing golf this afternoon. And, I'm big on speaking things into existence. I'm going to hit a hole-in-one in my lifetime.
Okay.
That's my plan.
Sure.
My fear is, I get good enough and I go play by myself one day, and there's nobody on the course, and I'm on a par 3, and I hole it from the tee box, hole-in-one.
Okay.
And it goes in.
All right. What's the problem?
What do you do in that case if nobody's there to witness it? If I'm the only one there?
Hold on. You're playing golf.
I'm playing golf.
You went inside. You paid your, whatever
cart
money.
Fees,
You got your cart fees. You got in the car. You were supposed to play with your buddy, but man, slacker, his girl grabbed him last minute.
Correct.
He can't go, sorry. All right, you'll go play by yourself. It's a nice afternoon. You get out to there are certainly other people on the golf course.
Correct.
But you're not playing with anyone. You get out to the 5th hole there. There's no one around, and you put it in the tee on the par 3, and you knock it in the hole. What's the question?
If nobody's there to witness it.
Yeah, man, that's a hole in one, boss. I don't know what to tell you. That's clear as day.
A legit, you hit it.
It's a legit hole in one, 1,000,000 trillion zillion %. And bro, if somebody lies and said they did it, God bless them. I'll hear the story one time, I'll forget it in a minute. Yeah, no, and when they say where did it come? Number 10 at what's your place out there, Fleming Island.
At Fleming, yeah.
Then they're not going to say really. Who were you with? What was the wind? Yeah, if it's a legit. Now you can't be out there hitting. Now, we'll say this. This is an interesting question. Now we're going to dive a little deeper. Say you're out there playing and you're by yourself, and what you might do in the afternoon is you're playing 2 or 3 balls a hole.
Okay.
As you've played up to that point. I'm not saying that you've done it yet on this hole per se. But if you've been playing 2 or 3 balls a hole and then you get to a hole, if you hit one it doesn't, and then you hit another one, it goes in. Don't get me wrong, that definitely doesn't count. But a hole in one during the course of a round where you're hitting 2 or 3 shots, and quite frankly, if that one hadn't gone in, you were probably going to hit another shot on that hole. That gets a little gray area.
Yeah, asterisks.
Yeah, that gets a little gray area there. But just a typical round of golf, you're just playing your ball and going through. I would take, if I went out to Julington today and by myself in the afternoon, late round of golf, and I got there to the 4th hole, a little 160-yard par 3. If the ball went in, I'd be calling everyone that I know and telling them I just got my first hole in one. Yeah. And would not get any pushback on whether or not it went in. So, I heard the clip that ET's referencing. If they
divot in the ground.
Yeah, but if you have to worry about whether or not people are going to think you're a liar, you got bigger problems to get your first hole in one.
You either joke too much or something.
Or you're a liar. And they're like, well, on your 3rd shot, your 4th shot. This is the worst scenario right here, Jeff. First shot went in the water. 3rd shot on the par 3, Zephyr Hills Golf Course. Actually, it didn't go in. I thought the story was going to end. It went in. Tee shot hit the pin, bounced back 3 or 4 feet. My best shot of my golf life. That's terrific.
Your real friends, they're going to give you crap the rest of your life about that.
Yeah. But I'm going to take, if I think that my guys, the people in my would give me more crap from getting a hole in one on a par 3 course than they would for getting a hole in one with no one there but me. But I think I would be believed either way.
Yeah.
That's kind of important. All right, let's do this. I want to get in Jack's camp. Let's come back on the other side and do that. Quick catch-up break here. You're listening to The Drill. It's the Monday Morning Quarterback. We're inside the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
You down with JAG?
Yeah, you know me.
You down with JAG?
Yeah, you know me.
You down with JAG?
Yeah, you know me.
Who's down with JAG?
The Bold City.
1010XL, proud flagship station of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Got a clogged drain that just won't quit? It's time to bring in the pros. Duck Duck Rooter.
I called Duck Duck Rooter for a clogged kitchen drain. They showed up fast and had it cleared in no time. No mess, no stress.
We've seen it all. Grease clogs, hairballs, mystery goo from the deep. Whatever's blocking your pipes, we'll get it flowing again. Call 904-862-6769 now to schedule your drain cleaning service. That's 904-862-6769 or online at duckduckrooter.com. When you're stuck, call the Duck.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
If fishing is in your DNA, hop in the boat with Captain Kevin. It's the Ring Power Fishing Forecast Show, brought to you by Awaken 180 Weight Loss and Royal Pest Services.
Thursday nights at 6.
On 1010XL AM.
As a law enforcement officer, safe roads are one of my top priorities, ensuring everyone can get home safely each day. Some never will, due to aggressive driving, being distracted, or speeding on the roads. And too often, that results in the toughest part of my job and the longest walk in my life. I'm so sorry. I have some very sad news to share with you.
9 people will be killed on our Florida roadways today. Don't let it be you or a person you love. Buckle up every trip, every time. Let's get everyone home safely. A message from Florida Department of Transportation, Target Zero. For more information, visit targetzerofl.com.
Are you looking for a place to outfit your truck or van? It's Catlin Truck Accessories. For 105 years and 4 generations, Catlin is the name you can count on. This is Keith Catlin, and we know trucks and vans too, from Lear toppers, ladder racks, van shelving, strobe lighting, roll and lock bed covers, and everything in between. If you want quality products and great customer service, there's only one name. It's Catlin.
Who can you count on? Count on Catlin.
For 105 years, you can count on Catlin.
Bye-bye, Brock Marionville chasing a 90-yard run.
I've been having knee problems for probably 6 months, and my knee was getting worse, and I had heard about Southeast Orthopedics on the radio, and I gave them a call. They got me right in. Dr. Kevin Murphy did it. It was painless, and it's been doing fantastic. This is Patrick Malarkey, and I highly recommend Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
Relieve pain and get back to life. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
You waited forever for your new fence. Then, strangers show up. Subcontractors rushing the job. Sent by the company you trusted. Frustrating, right? Superior Fence and Rail promises better. Their professionally trained builders deliver quality you can trust. No subcontractors, no shortcuts. Just the superior craftsmanship your home deserves.
When you're on the fence, about a fence, SuperiorFenceandRail.com.
Brian Wall here. Would you take your paycheck, go to the bank, cash it, and then simply throw it up in the air? I didn't think so. But in a way, over the years, that is exactly what you're doing if you have old or builder-grade windows in your home. Even if you have a brand new home, those windows are not the best windows you can have to save on your energy bills. Window World has sold millions of replacement windows to homeowners like you, and Window World's customer satisfaction is the highest in the business. Please check Window World out yourself and save on your new windows and on your energy bills. Compare with other companies and you'll see Window World is simply the best for less. It's up to you. You can call Window World and get a free estimate, get the best guarantee in the window replacement business, save money on your new windows, and save more on your energy bills. Call Window World today at 904-443-7001 or go online to windowworldneflorida.com. Thank you for your business.
Window World also offers energy-efficient doors.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
I don't know how you do it exactly. I'll tell you a sport that if it was promoted like some are, I think it would have a chance to be really popular. I don't know how often these elite athletes could do what they do at their best, but if you could get them to do it twice a week, I don't know if you do it like a league or like a PGA Tour event, but there's not a whole lot more intense than a good, solid 100-meter rivalry.
Boy, you speaking fast.
And it just for whatever reason, if we followed the track prospects and we had a track, and I suppose that maybe they do and it is available. Hey, dummy, it's called this. Not enough that it's been packaged and presented to me. Above average sports fan. And I don't know if they train up to these. Like this weekend, it was the U.S. Nationals. I bring this up because Noah Lyles and Kenny Bednarik are not chummy. And so Lyles yesterday, Bednarik led the 200 most of the race, and then Lyles ran him down at the end, and he gave him the stare down. And they don't like that. They may as well drop off every four-letter word and then throw your mama at the end, and it would not carry seemingly the same amount of offense as the stare down. Bednarik didn't like. By the way, Bednarik has been a peer of Lyles, and what I mean by that is they kind of go back and forth. Lyles is the gold medal winner, but Bednarik is won the last time the two met up. They got a good rivalry going. But so anyway, Lyles gives him the stare down, and as he gets by him, Bednarik shoves him in the back. The only way it'd have been better. It was a track shove. It wasn't a football shove. The only way it would have been better would have been if Lyles had taken a spill. They would have had a real story.
Yeah.
But yeah, if they could I don't know. Maybe I'm just, whistling into the wind there, but it does feel like there's an untapped market there for the intensity and the bragging rights, right? Like athletically in the world, man, the 100-meter champ, where does he rank in the top athletes in a power poll?
Right.
Top 5, right? I mean, who's number 1? It used to be the heavyweight champion of the world. I don't know who it is. I don't know if it's the best basketball. I don't know who it is, but fastest dude in the world in those 100 and 200-meter. And look, we had one of those guys, Christian Miller, in studio with us just a couple of weeks ago, the Creekside product, and we'll be tracking him as he continues his development as maybe ultimately one of those two dudes. We'll just keep our hands to ourselves and these stare downs more at a minimum. All right, so the Jaguars held a scrimmage Friday night. ET, you were down at the stadium.
I pulled up.
Yeah, it looked like some of the same storylines that we've seen from training camp to this point, only in front of more eyes. I believe they officially announced 11,000 in the stadium taking advantage. Look, Brian Thomas Jr. Had a couple of touchdowns. Travis Hunter makes plays on both sides of the ball. I think he played 21 on defense, 17 on offense. And Trevor Lawrence continues what has, for the most part, been a pretty sharp camp. Is that Trayvon Walker had a big night? If you were keeping those kinds of stats, again, the physicality we saw Friday wasn't anywhere near even the physicality we'll see in a preseason opener on Saturday, and certainly gears away from the regular season. But you would just kind of what you expected, ET?
Exactly what I expected.
Get a nice B+ for the effort, and Liam Coen continues to at least seem to be happy, or is he? Here he is. First comment straight up after scrimmage.
I thought there was a lot of explosive plays. Guys made plays, had made some contested catches that we hadn't really been making at times. Ton of explosives on both sides. Had the interception, obviously, with Jay Lou. Great play. I just thought it was cool to see all groups make a play, make some sort of a play. Guys, I thought it was well executed for the most part. Had some false starts, couple holds. It wasn't perfect, but thought it was a good start.
All right, it's been well, after kind of remember way back, I'm old enough to remember with like the first couple of mini camps when Trevor was just really first out of the sling and throwing it for the first time. And remember his timing was offy and he had a couple of picks or he was this or that against air. And
yeah, timing was off.
Yeah, it was raised a little bit more eyebrows. But that timing and the footwork and the things that Liam Coen is trying to kind of imprint on Trevor Lawrence, hopefully this will be the beginning of a nice, consistent, productive run where the quarterback can get in line with a coach and a coordinator and keep them for 3 or 4 years and grow together. We'll see. But Trevor was good again on Friday night, and here's a coach on how his quarterback has developed this training camp.
I thought he was making sharp, fast decisions. The ball was getting driven constantly. I thought it was getting driven. He missed a few for sure. He missed Travis down on the goal line behind when Ventrell made a great play, but that ball's got to be out in front. The interception's a tough one. Parker took a little long on the route. We had an out and a corner combination down here. The guy that had the out covered, fell off. He lobbed it in the back of the end zone. Just move on, progress, or throw it in the back of the end zone. But I just thought he made good, sharp decisions. He drove the ball. I thought he ran the show well. I thought it was a good night for him.
I tell you the one thing I do like about Liam Coen, and because this is what I'm picking up and what I'm being told from people that I trust, okay? One thing I like about him, he's not going to tell you he thinks someone's doing good if he really doesn't. He's not going to tell you someone stinks if he doesn't think they do. You know what I'm saying? In other words, if he tells you he's happy with something, he's not then going back and then grinding on the 48 other things that he's not happy about. Like, and there's a fine line between protecting your guys, keeping it in house, and letting us know what you really believe. Therefore, giving a more accurate standing of where the team may actually be. So I'm just to this end, because every coach that comes along, for the most part, they say they like this, that, and the other. I didn't think they're happy, more than content with the development of Trevor to this point. Now it's also going to be at Liam Coen's play calling. We talked about this last week. Everybody gets the same amount of chess pieces on the board. Everybody puts them in the same positions for the most part to start. Everyone has your standard cliche, moves in your arsenal. But then it comes down to really moving them around, who's playing chess, who's still playing checkers. And now with Liam Coen, a head coach for the first time in his career, being an offensive coordinator at a couple different places, including last year with the Bucs. Now you're going to have to balance and delegate to within your own self, your own headspace, when it comes to being head coach and play caller. Here he is on that process.
I thought the guys came out with great energy. It was great to have the fan base here tonight and a lot of people supporting
I'm not sure that's
our
it,
organization.
Is that 5? All right, well, then maybe. All right, headspace needed in play calling for offense. That sounds more like, you got that one? Okay, here we go.
I thought the guys came out.
Okay, good. My bad, sorry.
Great energy. It was great to have the fan base here tonight and a lot of people supporting our organization tonight. And so, last time I was in here was Kentucky-Clemson bowl game. We lost in the final minute. So it was cool. I think it's a fast track, too. I just kind of noticed that being out here. I thought they did a great job with the surface, and I thought our guys felt fast tonight, which I was really pleased with.
All right. Well, somebody put an XZ out on our play sheet, E.
Yeah.
But it's really a QR hook. Yeah. Right. Well, let's fire somebody and come back with a football fix. You're listening to The Drill live inside the DivorcemenOnly.com studios.
The Drill.
From the DivorcemenOnly.com studios.
This is Brent Musburger's VSIN Action Update on 1010XL. Brought to you by Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. When you're stuck, call the Duck. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Jacksonville Jaguars, a popular team at VSIN, the Sports Betting Network, and the VSIN NFL Betting Guide. Wes Reynolds and Jonathan Von Tobel both like the Jaguars to win the AFC South. With Liam Coen at head coach, Wes Reynolds believes he'll have the same impact on Trevor Lawrence that he did a year ago with Baker Mayfield in Tampa Bay. VSIN's Jonathan Von Tobel also believes Liam Coen will be the difference. He likes the Jaguars to win the division title. Liam Coen 12-1, to win NFL Coach of the Year. Jaguars open the preseason 1.5 favorite over the Steelers Saturday. With your action update, Mike Sennett, 1010XL.
I'm Frank Frangie, and I have to brag about my kids' success again. My daughter's success, thanks to our friends at Awaken 180. Now, you know my daughter Amber, as I've been telling you, has been trying to drop some weight for a while. Couldn't really find the right means. Well, she's now been in the Awaken 180 program for close to a month, and you ready for this? She's dropped over 30 pounds. That's right, the number is real. 30 pounds in close to a month. That's with no shots, nothing extreme, just the right plan, the right food, proper coaching, all from the folks at Awaken 180. She already said it's affected her mobility, just her life in general. Man, she is happy. And that means her mother and I are happy too, I can promise you that. So if you're ready to kickstart your transformation, call 844-346-1800. That's 844-346-1800, or visit awaken180weightloss.com. Get started on your weight loss journey. Call them today at Awaken 180.
Lucas Tree Service is a certified arborist and a local family-owned business with over 45 years of experience. They specialize in tree removal, trimming, and stump grinding for both residential and commercial properties. Get prepared for storm season and receive top-notch customer service from Lucas Tree Service, 904-241-3533. Online at lucastreeservice.com.
Lauren Brooks here from Helmets and Heels. Circa Resort and Casino has 2 epic pro football contests, Circa Million and Circa Survivor. Circa Million, pick 5 games weekly against the spread for $1 million grand prize. Circa Survivor, 1 pick a week, no spread. Last one standing wins $15 million. Enter at any Circa in Nevada, play anywhere. Sign up for either and get 50% off a 2-night stay. Helmets and Heels will be live from Circa in Vegas on August 22nd. Full contest details at circasports.com and the 1010XL homepage.
Hi, I'm Sean Monahan from Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach. Since 1977, we've been Jacksonville's local family jeweler with a beautiful selection of fine jewelry and certified diamonds. But we're also Jacksonville's leading buyer of gold, silver, and diamonds from the public. Gold's recently hit an all-time high at over $3,000 per ounce. Pay bills, buy something fun. Now is the time to sell your gold for cash and get top dollar, or trade it in for a new piece and get even more at Monahan Jewelers in Atlantic Beach.
Finding the right plumber to reline your cast iron pipes doesn't have to be a stressful experience. When you hire Superior Plumbing and Pipelining, you can rest assured you're getting the best in the industry. At Superior Plumbing and Pipelining, we're so confident in our work that we encourage you to get multiple estimates. Look at each company's reviews and check the scope of their pipelining work to make sure it's what you're expecting. But at the end of the day, make the superior choice. Superior Plumbing and Pipelining. Request a free estimate at superiorplumbingjacks.com.
Hey, it's Brent with Arcosa Crushed Concrete. If you've got concrete or asphalt rubble on your site, let me buy it from you, and I will recycle it into construction material for your future projects. Arcosa Crushed Concrete. Get paid for what you don't need.
Got a cracked windshield? Not only is it dangerous, but did you know it's also illegal? Call Baker Glass. Mac and his crew use the best auto glass in the market, and they accept most insurance. Plus, all new windshields come with a full warranty. From cars, to trucks, to RVs, you can count on Baker Glass to be fast and friendly. Just check out their Google reviews. Come see us at the shop on Cassa Avenue, or we can come to you at your home or business.
I'm back with Baker Glass. No one treats you better.
If your ride is making strange noises, don't wait and make it worse. Come to Action Transmission on Merrill Road. My expert technicians can diagnose the problem and likely fix it fast. Experience the difference at Action Transmission on Merrill Road.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Sometimes, E.T., when it comes to those things, the best weapon, here's a little life advice from Uncle Jeff here. Sometimes your best weapon, your best strategy, sometimes the best weapon is silence.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Carries a lot of weight, man, a lot of value. All right, we are back. Going to queue up a football fix here. We got all your Monday faves still to come. The Hicken Rival just around the bend here. Man, I tell you what, friendly fire is the most difficult offseason injury to accept if you're a fan or you're a team. You know what I'm saying? In other words, injuries, bad injuries that happen in your own camp. And then in an era where we beg them to be more physical, there were 2 incidents this weekend that remind us exactly why maybe the best strategy is just keep them in bubble wrap. Now, they don't involve star players, but Buddy each was right around a star player or play a position where it could have been a star player just as easy in their spot. So that and more news and notes, we package it up for you. It's a football fix. It's brought to you by the home course, the Julington Creek Golf Club. Tee it high and let it fly with the Julington Creek Golf Club. I'll see you on the home course. And Allstate agent Mandy Bowers in Mandarin. You bet, making dreams come true for all your insurance needs. It's Allstate agent Mandy Bowers in Mandarin. All right. First, we go to Vegas camp, where their safety, Lonnie Johnson Jr., broke his leg this weekend after a practice collision with his defensive teammate, Max Crosby. Johnson in the process of carving out a pretty steady role under Pete Carroll and in that Raiders defense. But it's a significant injury, broke his fibula. Got to get an MRI still to determine if there's any additional damage. The injury took place during practice when Johnson attempted to tackle, emphasize tackle, running back Raheem Mostert. Instead, he collided with Crosby. It resulted in the injury. He was carted off the field shortly thereafter. And then the NFL did finally admit and confirm that Max Crosby is made out of oak. Who breaks a leg on another man's body? More from the, friendly fire injury list. The Colts have lost running back Salvon Ahmed, carted off with a severe leg injury. You ready? You ready for this one? Again, if you're going to run a physical practice, if you're going to allow tackling, you better at least do it according to form, because word is Ahmed is out following a hip drop tackle by one of his own teammates, safety Trey Washington.
Oh.
Guys, you don't want to be this morning. Safety Trey Washington.
Oh, he just lost his job.
During a developmental period yesterday when tackling is permitted, Ahmad got the ball on a handoff, got free before he was run down from behind by undrafted safety Trey Washington. The NFL banned the hip drop tackles 2024. The veteran running back immediately in intense pain. Never want to see that happen, said the Colts head coach. I know we don't encourage hip drop tackles. I know Trey's down in the dumps. I don't think he's trying to do that. We're just trying to create an edge. Those backups are going to have to tackle come preseason, and that is true, but they're also going to have to tackle according to, something called the rule book. Man, it's frustrating when you got your dudes in there on again, off again. Now we got Michael Parsons. He wants to trade. He's not practicing. You got Terry McLaurin. Now it's James Cook at Bill's practice. Cook had a big year last year, especially when it came to finding pay dirt. I believe he may have had 20 touchdowns. 2017, 20 touchdowns. A year ago, Bill's also dealing with some injury situation. Had a receiving core that they're just letting Josh Allen just go do it. We're just going to get you guys, man, and you just go do it. No big investments there. He doesn't have a pair of $100 million receivers. Khalil Shakir really would qualify as his best. And again, hot ankle sprain, so we'll see there. All right. The NFLPA has elected a new interim executive director. If you want the dirty details, that whole thing's a mess, man. It involves the expense charges at strip clubs and everything else. The NFLPA, a little bit of chaos right now. And late last night, they did elect David White as their interim executive director. When it comes to us, we'll listen when you're up against some sort of collective bargaining deadline. Until then, y'all do you. That's Football Fix. You're welcome. Brought to you by Allstate agent Mandy Bowers in Mandarin and the home course, the Julington Creek Golf Club. Of all the questions that Liam Coen can be asked this week in his first week, and we went through some of what he talked about right after the scrimmage. What's like the number one question on your mind about Saturday's game? Like for me, it's like no brainer. It's like 99% one question, and then any other question I may have all adds up to 1%, and that would be how long will the starters play? Like what's the playing time? What's the playing time designation? That's the only thing. If I could ask Liam Coen anything about the game specifically Saturday night, if I had any question for him, that would be it. Who's playing when? Guess we won't find out until then. Hick and Arrival more come your way next. You're listening to The Drill. We're inside the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. He's the voice of the Jags, Frank Franchi. He's the Jags beat reporter, Hayes Carline. Get more Jags on your ride home. The Franchi Show, afternoons on 1010XL.
I used to dread going to the dentist. Every visit felt like a sales pitch with constant upselling, surprise fees on my bill, and I could never get in when I needed to. But Harbor Dental Care, totally different. They saw me the next day, gave me honest pricing up front, and even set me up with a payment plan I could actually afford. No pressure, no surprise charges, just kind people who get it. If you want to experience dentistry the way it should be, book your appointment today at harbordental.care. That's HARBOUR dental.care.
Florida heat hitting like a heavyweight? Time to call in the champ. KO Electric and HVAC. We knock out the heat and power up your comfort. Fast, reliable, and undefeated in home service. KOElectricJacks.com. KOElectricJacks.com.
Listening that fits your schedule perfectly.
Absolutely brilliant.
Go on demand.
Ad-free shows after the live show's end.
How about that? Channel 5.
Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic and Air Conditioning. Search where you find podcasts.
Let me get this thing unwrapped here. Duval!
Prize, what in the world are you doing working on your Duval?
That's right, Dan. I really identify with Duval.
You live in St. John's County, knucklehead.
I mean the Duval sub, the Dailies Dash Duval. Turkey, ham, melted cheddar, and habanero jack cheeses. Lettuce, tomato, crispy and fresh, you know, like me. I'm sure there's a Dailies Dash sub that sums you up.
The boss.
Because, of course.
Oven roasted beef, Munster cheese, roasted mushrooms, caramelized onions. It's the boss of all subs. Only available for me.
That's just not true.
What do you mean? I walked in the other day, screamed, "You know it," and said, "A boss for a boss."
Well, no matter who you are, there is a Dailies Dash sandwich or sub for you.
Go find yours. They may even make you a boss.
I'm sure they will, because it is Dailies Dash.
Where more is better.
And you got that right.
New and pre-owned firearms are always in stock at Beach's Jewelry and Pawn in Jacksonville Beach. Want a new sidearm or rifle? Brands like Kimbar, Smith & Wesson, Sig Sauer, and Beretta. No lines, no hassle. Beach's Jewelry and Pawn in Jacksonville Beach.
Lauren Brooks here for Terminix. As temperatures warm up around us, ants come out in droves. And when they move into your home or business, it's unnerving. Terminix knows that ants add up fast, but Terminix subtracts them faster because living with ants isn't any fun. When ants show up, so does Terminix. Don't live with an ant problem, Terminix it. Visit Terminix.com today to schedule a free inspection online. That's TERMINIX.com.
The flagship station of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
At JEA, we're committed to keeping our community storm ready all year long. We continue to invest in our electric, water, and wastewater systems to make them more storm resistant. Our crews trim trees to help keep power lines clear from falling debris. Plus, our outage map and My JEA app make it easier than ever to report and track outages. Whatever storm season brings, we're ready to respond, restore, and keep you informed every step of the way. Learn more about our efforts and how you can prepare at jea.com/storm.
It's hurricane season. Protect your home with 904 Gutters with a Z. That's right. Z as in zone defense for your home. Water damage hits hard. 904 Gutters with a Z hits back harder. Search 904 Gutters with a Z and make the right call.
The 2025 NFL season is just around the corner, and we can't wait for you to be back at the bank. Your Jacksonville Jaguars are starting off the preseason going head-to-head with the Pittsburgh Steelers Saturday, August 9th. Be at the bank as the Jags take the field for the first time this season and grab your tickets for a 7 p.m. kickoff by going to jaguars.com/tickets or call 904-633-2000. We'll see you soon, Jags fans.
A new era of women's professional soccer has arrived. The Gainbridge Super League, redefining the game for the next generation. Sporting Jacks, the first ever pro women's team on the First Coast. Be there for history. Secure your tickets now at sportingjacks.com.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Coen Flowers. Jag rookie Travis Hunter is cooking in camp. John Shipley of SI says he was nearly impossible to guard in one-on-ones on Sunday. Florida QB DJ Lagway made his preseason debut Saturday with a compression sleeve on his left leg. He's day-to-day but trending up. At your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, I'm Sam Nelson.
At 7 a.m. at 77 degrees, time and temp brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cool with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Ladies and gents, please put your hands together as Dan Hicken enters the studio.
Monday's here, right, E?
No sirree, Bob!
No sirree, Bob. I got a no siree, Bob from my man.
It's
I like
Dan.
that.
It's no siree, Dan.
No siree, Dan!
Good to be here on a Monday. Lots going on, obviously. One question you want to ask Liam Coen is, will you cover it? We got a pick'em game coming up Saturday.
Pick'em.
Pick'em.
I heard Visa told me we were slight favorites.
No, well, I saw pick'em yesterday.
Is that what you grabbed?
I haven't. No, I didn't lock in yet. I like to wait and see. I like to get my insider information.
Gotcha. You're gonna be.
I'm gonna make a run at Don Anthony this year to give me some scam-a-lam.
Correct. I don't know if I would term it scam-a-lam.
No,
might hurt your chances going in.
Yeah.
I
call it scam-a-lam.
Just went for some scam-a-lam. Scam-a-lam-a-ding-dong is what it's short for.
So anyway, it was good. It was went down to the scrimmage on Friday night. God bless those folks. I don't understand. Why do the folks sit in this direct sun across from us?
I think that's the only
because that's the only place that they opened up for
the other
them.
side
they couldn't get. They couldn't get.
Well,
I tell you what, folks, the stadium is a mess.
Oh my God!
We got a game Saturday. I'm wondering.
Yeah. Oh no, they'll be fine. They'll get it functional, but it's
you'll be walking through like plastic wrap at places and that like when we did. Yeah,
please pardon our dust is this year, not
now. By the regular season, they'll tidy it up a bit.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I hope so. I'm sure they will.
I don't really care. Once you get in your seat, who cares what's behind you?
Yeah,
right?
But I've listen. Here's the deal, man. Like I said, that in the deal with the city, the Jags are responsible for cost overruns, and I know construction costs are high. So I know that Mark Lamping, ever the ever-present businessman, is on the move here, trying to get done what he can get done, which is smart of him.
It'll be cool to see it come to fruition.
Yeah, it's happening right before our eyes, man. It is. It was like a maze to get to the press box, which again, it's no big deal. And I was grateful that there was a press box. And I was grateful that they had some like portable air conditioners in there to keep it somewhat cool. Because God bless y'all for sitting out there. It was warm, as you know. So, and I thought, from the coaching standpoint, which in terms is a lot of new guys doing a lot of new things, from what I could tell, and I'm sure there were a few, but there didn't seem to be any snafus. That's been so that's a good thing. It looks smooth. It looked like Liam Cohen's been a head coach for a long. There wasn't any of that. I like that he took points all the time. He took points, man. He took first drive. He's down there, and he took points. He's got a weapon with this kicker.
Taker.
This kicker is good. He hit a 58-yarder that would have been good from 70.
Yeah, he is good.
He's good.
And you use him. Those points matter. At the end of the game, how many times, man, I wish I had that 3. Man, I wish I had that 9.
Or he changes the way
Sometimes
you
it's
have to
9.
Yeah.
You get it here, there, and the other where.
Anyway, so that was, I like that. We all talk about Trevor, and on Twitter you say Trevor looks good, and they go, well, some of the I don't know if they're whatever. We all agree about Trevor Lawrence. It's fine, but I'd rather me say Trevor looks good than boy Trevor's struggling. That would be bad. The fact that he looked good is a good thing. Now, should he look good? Of course he should.
Yeah.
He's a fifth-year quarterback, and these guys were running open, which was cool. And the one thing I noticed, and I'll have to ask this, I don't know this, and I may be wrong, and I'll be curious what the Googans think. He set up, and when he set up, he wasn't bouncing. He was really kind of anchored, like flat-footed.
Yeah.
And then he'd rip it. And it looked good. I mean, it was different to me. Now, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. That's my observation in watching. Like normally, a quarterback goes back, and Trevor specifically, and he's looking around. His feet are moving. His feet were like planted.
I think you would be surprised if you went back and you looked at quarterbacks around the league and what they do. I think that's more common than not, and maybe that's something that will behoove Trevor, that small process change. There's a small one of his, he puts now a different leg in front of him on the shotgun than he did before. There's a couple of minor things like that. I think that, the footwork and those things, I think are more in an effort to make sure that timing is always as precise as it can be.
Mm-hmm.
But I tell you, one thing that's also encouraging is that at least for an evening.
Yes.
And maybe you can balance it somewhat. Granted, it's not, game type energy, but you're also playing against a defense that knows you're pretty good.
Yeah. Now, it wasn't twos. It was ones versus twos.
The fact that you can call design plays where your guys are open.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we didn't see enough of that. And we would, it would always end up falling into an argument about Trevor and used as a Arsenal one where why is it, Dan, when we play the Texans this week, that their guys are 5 yards open in their passing windows, and our guys are 5 feet.
Well, it was a good overall. A lot of good work got in, I think, and then they were back yesterday. TC was down there yesterday, which was cool to see. Tony and Tom, and it's smart to bring Tom in as much as possible. He has Jay Fun Kids down there and stuff, but I thought it was a good weekend for the Jaguars, the Jacksonville Jaguars, and I think. They got a lot of good stuff done. They got their work in. They had a good practice yesterday. Now they'll get after it in a game. We'll go through a game week setup this week and then culminate Saturday with a football game against the Pittsburgh Steelers that I doubt we'll see the starters at all, but we'll find that out. I think Liam Coen meets the media today.
Yeah,
so
he does.
I'm sure he'll be asked about that today, and we'll see. Maybe he's different. Maybe he'll plan to play him a quarter. I don't know. So maybe everything's new, so they want to kind of go through it.
That's definitely more of a part of the equation, and what they might elect to do next year at this time versus this year could be radically different. He's given us no hint into what his strategy might be. So I kind of said that before we went to break, and you, as customary, showed up an hour late. That if I had a question for Liam Coen, what is his playing time intention?
Oh, yeah.
I'd like to know,
Well, I think we'll get that answer.
See Trevor Lawrence for 2 series.
Right. I think we'll get that answer somewhat. In honor of the scrimmage, our Dreamfinders Homes poll question of the day brought to you by our friends at Dreamfinders Homes, the official home builder of the Jaguars, the PGA Tour, the Florida Gators, and soon to be the Tampa Bay Rays. How did the Jag scrimmage make you feel about the 2025 football team?
Warm and fuzzy.
Yeah. Very, very upbeat, i.e. warm and fuzzy. Very, very upbeat. Offense looked great. I can't take much from this practice, or I'm not sold. Those are your 4 choices. Very, very upbeat. Offense looked great. Can't take much from it. I'm not sold. 300 plus votes are in. We got a couple hours left. You can vote on Twitter at Dan Hicken. Very, very upbeat. Offense looked great. Can't take much from it. I'm not sold.
Well, it's a time of year where you can afford to err on the side of optimism. You haven't been proven wrong yet. So things continue to be, it's been a good camp. There's not been, I'm between upbeat and also the realization of, we're talking about practice, not a game.
Yeah.
Practice.
E, what say you?
Well, I missed the 12-5. That's a dub. You know what I'm saying? I was glad to be back in the stadium, although it's a makeshift stadium right now. But at the end of the day, can't take much from practice.
Okay,
right?
that's the smart group that we have. 53% say that, and they're right. I get that. I mean, like somebody immediately when I said Trevor looked good, they immediately sent me the stats from a preseason game last year where it was 8 of 10 for, he had a big, I get it.
That back and forth, you can turn around and send him a stat from a regular season game last year.
Sure.
Like, the last year, 343 yards and 3 touchdowns.
Right. 53% can't take much from it. And then the rest are kind of split. 18% are upbeat, 14% offense look great. I'm not sold 15%. So, and that's fine too. I mean,
I don't know what no one's really selling you on anything.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, they are selling you on the belief that they're going to be a good football team. That's what they all want you to believe. Go to dreamfindershomes.com. Tell them Dreamfinders Danny sent you. You can get locked in at a 4.99% fixed interest rate. 15 different locations.
15 of them things.
Thank you, E. All over Jacksonville. Now, homes are beautiful. If you haven't checked them out, like I said, dreamfindershomes.com for all your home information. So,
have you guys seen any of this? I believe it's a Netflix series, but this Trainwreck franchise they have going. It's called Trainwreck, and they look at a bunch of different things. They've done all kinds of just when things are a disaster. They did Trainwreck. They did one on that. Remember that Toronto mayor?
Yes.
They did one on him. They did one. Remember the cruise ship?
Things that are train wrecks.
It's right. It's called Trainwreck, and then it's the blankety blank.
Okay.
They did the one on. Remember the Carnival cruise that got stuck in the middle of the Gulf of America for 6-7 days, and there was the poop cruise.
Oh boy!
So they do things like that. We got a new train wreck coming. I got the next train wreck for Netflix. They can get it turned around in time for start of next year's baseball season. But it'll be called Trainwreck, the Speedway Classic.
Yeah, that didn't work.
Well, no, it would have been perfect if Mother Nature, at least by the spectacle of it, would have been perfect. I thought they did a lot right.
Yeah.
And then you can't control the rain and the disaster that all that
but
was.
there were things you could control that they didn't control very well from what I've read.
That's why Trainwreck will be reaching out.
Yeah.
Okay, you ready for the list of what went wrong if you were among the 80,000 that went Saturday night? Forget the weather, the delays, and the absolute misery that the night entailed.
Okay.
They ran out of toilet paper. They ran out of beer.
Oh, boy.
They ran out of food and merch. You ready? Before the first pitch Saturday night.
Yeah, that's...
Now, there was a delay initially, and then they played an inning, and then there was a longer delay, then they suspended it. But wait, there's more. Trainwreck, the Speedway Classic. The rain poured into the concourse. They ran out of hot dog buns, so they were putting the hot dogs on a few of the nacho chips until they ran out of hot dogs. They ran out of nacho cheese before chips, so people were getting a bowl of plain chips. Yes. Netflix Trainwreck documentary soon to come.
I also heard that the transportation was a big issue.
Yeah,
so
it's
there
a
was
small little. Yeah,
there was a lot of.
It was a disaster, and then the rain adds to it.
Baseball did a great job with the Field of Dreams, right? Great job, and the Field of Dreams thing has been a big hit, and it's a big hit to play the baseball game in Williamsport every year. That's a big hit. So there were 2 for 3 now. Bristol didn't work, and they ended up playing it yesterday, and. There's, like you said, there are some cool from watching it on television. They did some neat things in terms of the uniforms and all those type things. But if you went to the game, no bueno. No bueno.
If you were part of that. It was a great TV program.
Yes.
But it was terrible for everything that was going on behind the scenes. I thought NASCAR, they did a good job of being cool, not too corny.
Yeah.
With the... just the NASCAR theme. The pit crews were involved and the NASCAR numbering. And more than anything, the Reds are in the wild card hunt, so take that. 2 out of 3 to that AAA team that beat you yesterday. You should be ashamed of yourself. I believe that may be Waldrop's first win. I know he got called up last year. I don't know if he got a victory, though. But the former Gator got the call yesterday in the longest game in, recorded history.
Yeah.
Started 7 o'clock on Saturday, ended about 4:30 on Sunday.
Yeah, that was
a long delay in between.
Long delay. So, yeah, but...
guess they're happy they built in the travel day.
Well, you mean yesterday?
Yeah.
I think they did that because of the weather.
That's what I mean. Yeah, they're both off.
That was actually probably
good
pretty
thing they built it in. All right, we got to head and take a timeout. We'll come back with a 10-minute drill.
Okay.
Some of the headlines from what jumped out at us from the weekend that was. NFL camps are going. Just about everybody opens their preseason schedule this week, including I think there's a Thursday game. So footballs are flying. We're getting ready. You make sure you listen for that Freddie T. Luncheon sounder as we go through this week as well. You're listening to The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
Downtime with Dan is serviced by the local family-owned company for home comfort and your statewide mechanical partner for the biggest projects, Lloyd's Heating and Air.
Well, HBD Tom Brady, but that aside, in honor of that, let's take a look at who some say are the 10 best 6th-round picks in the history of the NFL. That includes Bryce Popp, who had a time here, wasn't so great here, but was pretty doggone good for the Packers. Matt Burke was a center for the Vikings. You know, Matt Hasselbeck. Antonio Brown was a 6th-round pick. Ken Riley, Hall of Famer from Jacksonville, FLA. 6th-round pick. Joe Klecko of the Sack Exchange in New York, 6th-round pick. Jack Christensen of the Lions. Jason Kelsey, who will be in the Hall of Famer, 6th-round pick. TD, Terrell Davis, a 6th-round pick. They're out there. It'd be nice if the Jags could get one of those type of guys. Of course, Tom Brady would be the greatest 6th-round pick in the history of the National Football League, but some pretty good picks late in the NFL draft.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios, he tackles talk radio like a middle linebacker in the gap.
I tell it like I see it, and I see it like a middle linebacker.
Tommy Mack. Fridays on Jaguars Today. Unsealed by Renewal by Anderson Custom Windows and Doors on 1010XL.
Jeff Prosser here for Lloyd's Heating and Air. Need a leader for commercial, retail, multifamily, or hospitality projects? Or top-tier residential service? No gimmicks, no mascots, just real expertise and hard work. As your trusted statewide mechanical partner and local family-owned team, Lloyd's is the name Northeast Florida counts on. Visit LloydsHeatingandAir.com. Lloyd's Heating and Air, keeping you comfortable in every season.
Buying a diamond, wedding band, or piece of fashion jewelry in Jacksonville? You have 2 choices. You can go to locally owned Beard's Diamonds, or you can go to one of those mega national chain jewelry stores. The national chains are pretty much all the same. In fact, did you know that some of them are owned by the same conglomerate? Yes, the same Wall Street company owns all the big names. So if you're looking for extreme value with genuine personal attention, come experience the Beard's Diamond difference. At Beard's, our diamonds come straight from the source. We hand select each one for maximum brilliance. We don't have to apply corporate markups and tack on salespeople commissions, so we beat the chains on price every single day. Beard's has the strongest warranties, not gotcha clauses and fine print. Beard's has all the top designers, including Tacori and Viraggio. Beard's doesn't have out-of-state regional managers calling about sales quotas. We are all local, family-owned with total freedom to do what's right for our customers. Beard's Diamonds, all the selection, quality, value, and service you want from local people, accountable only to you. Beards in the St. John's Town Center.
Hey, gang, Hickett here for my friends at Beaches Dermatology. Oh, I love Beaches Dermatology. Went there and saw Dr. Metz last week, Dr. Boudreaux, Dr. Fader does the Mohs surgery, and they just want to remind you guys, protect yourself from the sun, especially in the summertime, man. It's so hot here, and the sun's so powerful, man. You got to wear those floppy hats, keep those ears protected. Second greatest cause of skin cancer on the ears. The nose is first. Long sleeve dry fits will help. Sunscreen obviously will do the job as well. If you're going to be outside for a length of time, you got to protect yourself. If something does show up, best thing to do is go to beachesdermatology.com and find the location best to serve you. I go to the one off Solana Road. Shout out to all the folks over there. Do a great job. But any of the locations, Fernandina Beach, Atlantic Beach, are there to serve you. Just go to beachesdermatology.com. Get your skincare taken care of. It's an important part of your daily life.
David here with Royal Pest Services. It's back. Our summer Centricon Termite Special. New installs begin as low as $249. And if you have existing Centricon, but your renewal is through the roof, we can transfer you to Royal at no cost. Visit RoyalPestServices.com to schedule a free estimate.
Friends, we have a very special guest on the line.
The Checkmate Coatings phone line is where the action happens.
Where's the phone? Over there.
Get expert interviews and listener opinions all day, every day, from The Drill all the way to Hacker After Dark on 1010XL.
This is Greg Huntington, a.k.a. The Mangler. I'm on the winning team at Waste Management. WM is the largest sustainability company in North America. If your business needs sustainable environmental services for waste removal and recycling collection, then you can count on the industry leader of WM to deliver results. Your services will be completed in a timely, safe, and eco-friendly manner. Go to WM.com/Duval. That's WM.com/Duval and get signed up today. If anyone can talk trash, it's the Mangler.
Let's get the work done.
Training camp is here.
Up, quick feet.
1010XL's training camp coverage is backed by Roland Reach Plumbing and Green Acres Sporting Goods.
Let's go. Here we go. Let's go. It's live now. Let's go.
If life blindsided you tomorrow, was your family struggle? I'm Cody with Harborstone Financial, and I can help. One call could protect your family for life. 904-885-9566. Harborstone Financial.
Brian and Angela Wall here with Window World. Hurricanes happen in Florida. That's not news. But what happens even more often than hurricanes are home break-ins. And if security is important to you, you might want to look into hurricane-rated impact windows.
What you may not know is that hurricane-rated impact windows not only help protect your home in case of a hurricane, but they also offer another level of security for your home.
Have you seen those videos on YouTube that show people trying to break through an impact window? A thief is way too lazy to spend his energy trying to break through one of our impact windows. That's why he doesn't have a real job like you. He'd rather break your non-impact window while you're at work. Window World has high-quality, very affordable hurricane-rated impact windows to help protect your home from hurricanes and from lazy thieves.
Call us today at 904-443-7001. Get a free estimate and see for yourself. You save energy, get more security, and the windows add value to your home. With all Window World windows, you get the best guarantee in the window replacement business.
Window World,
simply the best for less.
And thank you for your business.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555, Jacksonville. And now, let's light up the Firehouse Subs 10-minute drill.
Hit it! Yeah, we got sports concepts. We got sports rationalizations. We call it the 10-minute drill. At the end of the drill, we like to hand out a prize pack. I'm always excited on Mondays to hear what it is. He says it's razzle dazzle. Are you dazzling them today?
I'm always dazzling them. And today I'll be dazzling them with a pair of tickets to Mike Campbell and the Dirty Knobs. At the Florida Theater. Oh, yeah, it's going down.
Woo!
Dirty.
Campbell and the Dirty Knobs. You know McDasty will be there.
Hey,
Absolutely.
now, easy.
Yeah.
August 14th.
I mean, kids are back in school today. What is going on?
Oh, is it today?
I'm going to run. By the way, I've made a big career decision over the weekend. I thought I would wait till now.
A career decision.
A career decision.
Wow.
A life decision.
Wow. It's big.
Still plenty young enough to pull this off.
I'm changing.
Probably be some stiff competition.
All right.
I know this.
Yeah.
I would definitely command the 6 to 18-year-old vote. Can we get them voting yet?
I don't think so.
You know what I'm ready to do, Dan?
What's that?
I'm ready to be the hero that America's children need. And I'll start in Florida. I've decided to run for governor.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Now, there are going to be some skeletons. I need y'all to just stick with me. I need y'all to stick through all that rattling that'll go on.
Oh, boy.
But I'm going to run on this platform, E.T.
Okay.
I am going to I'm going to bring summer back to America's kids.
Mm-hmm.
And enough of this, 7-8 week break nonsense.
Labor Day.
We're going to get out of school on Memorial Day, and we're going to go back on Labor Day. We're going to get 3 full months off. You know why? That behooves everyone. Here's what else. You get that 2-month window. Every worker in America is trying to jam their vacation in because their kids are only off for 2 months. I'm going to return them to 3 months off. Every kid, you had them.
Yeah.
Look what it made you. It made you the man you are.
Let me tell you
now
something.
You're just an old grumpy miser. Here it comes.
Let me tell you something.
Can't you be in school more?
He ain't going to win. He's going to get hammered in a landslide with this. First off, the kids don't vote.
Yeah.
Secondly, the parents want their kids in school because they're sick of them by now.
Yeah, that's
absolutely.
Terrible. That's what's wrong with America.
He just lost the election.
That's what's wrong with America. If you're sick of your kids after 2 months, you shouldn't have
nothing wrong with America. You know what's wrong
kids
with
need 3 months.
Nothing wrong with America. Kids need to be in school. They need to be learning.
They need
learning
to go.
Is what
That's
they need
right.
to be doing.
You know what we're going to do? I'm going to have to chop.
Get them out of here.
I'm going to have to chop into that 5 weeks that winter you take. I'm not going to give you a week at Thanksgiving anymore.
They've been sitting around for
grumpy old man.
Sitting around for weeks. Weeks. Get them out of here. Get them to work.
Listen to me. They should be off from Memorial Day to Labor Day, just like you were.
No.
Yeah, just like you were. It was good for you, but not good. Now
the
they're
way it goes.
Now they're a pain in the ass, according to you.
They are. Get them out of here.
I'm sorry, kids. I'm the hero you'll never have.
In Philadelphia won the NFC East last year.
Sure.
And then concurrently, these are the past winners. Dallas, Philly, Dallas, Washington, Philly, Dallas, Philly, Dallas, Washington, Dallas, Philly, Washington, Giants, Philly, Dallas, Giants, Dallas, Philly, Giants, Philly. In other words, 20 years plus since a back-to-back winner. Will the Eagles break that this year? 20 years plus since a back-to-back winner.
I would say I would go with history and say no, they won't break it.
Mm-hmm.
I think the NFC South was on something like that, and the Bucs have won 3 or 4 in a row. I think the South forever, it was a different winner for 15, 20 years, and now the Bucs have put on a little streak.
They've changed that around. But, yeah, so we'll see what happens in the NFC East this year. I guess, Washington could be a a threat. I don't think the Giants are.
Dallas could be. You never know how they'll flare up. I mean, Dallas was a top seed 2 years ago.
Yeah. Until Jerry pays Micah, there's going to be some issues over there.
Well, of course.
You think he's there, or he's going to be out of there?
And at the same time, Washington.
It's a great question. I think usually once it's Myles Garrett all over again, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And if you're Micah, the next thing to say is, my knee's a little bulky. I can't play.
Yep.
And I'll just get paid to not play. Yeah. And if the season starts, I mean, now Jerry has shown, like with Emmett, he took it into the regular season.
Yeah.
How'd that work?
Not 3 games in, and he had to pay him, right?
0-2. Yeah, they were 0-2, and he had to pay him.
And then they won the Super Bowl.
So
I think Emmett was MVP. Should have been. Emmett won an MVP. They used to give it to the running backs more.
Yeah.
Did he win 2? Did Emmett win 2 MVPs?
I don't know.
No one knows. They lost that part of the record book.
Yeah, it's lost in the fire, the great fire. So we'll see what happens, but that will be an interesting thing to watch in the respect that it just doesn't happen.
I couldn't help but think of Daniel Murphy when it comes to this story. Did you see what happened in the Little League World Series? We had drama at the Little League.
It ain't the Little League World Series yet.
Well, it's the Southwest Regional of the Little League World Series. That's correct.
Well, they're not in the Little League. They're trying to qualify.
Wow. Yeah, it's the Little League World Series Southwest Regional.
Well, thank goodness we're able to get those games on TV.
Well, you're a big proponent of all this kiddie baseball on television.
I'm a proponent of the Little League World Series is plenty.
I like to watch the championship game. I'm Mr. Old Days today, and the kids, by the way, were still off another month when they played it. Anywho, we had drama at the Southwest Regional Championship. The umpires had to stop play for a ruling from the tournament director.
Okay.
What would this ruling have been concerning?
Who knows?
Yeah, base runners stealing signs in tipping locations.
Oh, no.
So, that's why I thought of Murph.
Oh, no.
Ultimately, they ruled play on, and then the batter hit a grand slam on the next pitch. So,
tell you what.
Maybe they were onto something. Was that the one that was like 17-0 at one point?
Oh, I don't know.
Like, how do these states get all the way to the final and another state beats them 17-0?
Oh, boy. Tell you what. Ouch. It's time to give the Fish a little credit, man. I mean, I thought they were a train wreck in April, and they were. They were 16 games under 500. I think there's only been like 4 teams and 6 teams. I heard the stat yesterday in Major League Baseball history that have climbed back all the way to 500. The Miami Marlins, with the sweep of the New York Yankees, are now a 500 club, and they're entrenched in the wild card hunt. They got an outside shot at making the wild card. I mean, the Reds are the team that's ahead of them, right? Maybe the Cardinals. There's not many.
The Reds aren't in. The Padres have the last spot, and they're a game and a half up on the Reds now.
What is there, 3 or 4?
There are 3.
There's 3 spots?
The Reds are 3.5 out of the last spot.
Okay.
The 3 spots are now. Did you fall out of first yesterday?
Yeah, we're out of first.
It's you, the Brewers, Cubs, the other of them, and the Padres. It's a good National League.
Yeah.
Those 3 wild card teams, whether it's you or the Phillies, the Brewers or the Cubs, or the Padres or the Dodgers, those are 3.
Yeah.
One of those 3 will go to the NLCS.
It's going to be hard, but the Marlins, they still got 50 games to go. They're playing lights out baseball. Listen, they're also, with their win yesterday, become the only franchise in baseball with a winning record against the Bronx Bombers.
Well, and really, I was going to say the bigger story out of that, and good for the Marlins, it's the Yankees implosion continues. They've been swept 3 times, I think, since the month of June.
The bad one for them was
they had
all 3 dudes they traded for in the bullpen got crushed on the 13-12 game.
They also had another lazy base running mistake this weekend that went to a game. And the guys I wouldn't want to be, I've watched I've watched the weekend sports centers.
Yeah.
And after every 3, they do a Yankee soundbite, Aaron Boone, and he says the exact same thing every day. We're better. We just got to do better. It's getting late. There needs to be an urgency. I believe we have a good team. You know? But it just the having to say, and then they got to ask the question day to day. You got to answer it. It's literally the same thing.
Yeah.
That poor man's going to have an aneurysm at some point. I can feel the passive aggressive is going to blow because he's handling everything calm. At some point, he's just going to lose his mind.
Yeah, he will be on the. He may not if they don't make it. He should. To the postseason, he might get.
Well, he should. And
bounced.
in fact, I would say if they make the postseason and lose, it's probably time for a new voice. Because if one of your players screws up through lackadaisicalness or sloppiness, you give him a pass. When you manage a team where it seems like 4 times a week, like he finally had to take Chisholm out. That's what happened this weekend.
Yeah.
A pop up to second base.
That was bad.
And Chisholm was so lazy and I don't even know what he's doing. Why is he even off the bag at all? But he takes just a half step too far, and the second baseman deked him. He immediately threw over and he doubled him up. It's like one thing every day with these guys, and at some point, that's on your manager.
Yeah.
I mean, what are you guys doing, man? And I guess the only way you put him on the bench, and today's athlete making $26 million for sitting on the bench, oh, well, you'll need me, boss.
Yeah. Yeah, it's they're in a tough spot, and we'll see if they can climb out of it. So something to keep an eye on.
Let's come back and talk about the scrimmage a little bit more in depth. I know we've mentioned it a little bit. Also kind of into the mindset of Liam Coen as he prepares to be a head coach, really for the first time, at least one more level of being a head coach with the preseason opener. All that and more here on the
E641-1010. Come kind, come courteous, come correct.
Get you a pair of tickets to Mike Campbell and the Dirty Knobs at the Florida Theater that's going down August 14th. As Dan said, 904-641-1010. Holla at your boy.
The Drill.
From the DivorcemenOnly.com studios.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Hey, it's one of life's most important decisions. If you're 18 years or older, just got married, just got divorced, you have children, of course you want to take care of your family. That's why I'm here to tell you about Matt Hinson and the Hinson Law Firm. Matt's the attorney. I'm not. But listen, it's time to do that will. Get it done. Get it out of the way. Take care of it. Why? You work hard for your money, man. You should be able to decide where your money goes if something should happen to you. Planning also helps minimize income, gift, and estate taxes. And Matt Hinson's your guy. He's been doing it for a long time. He knows how to do it. He's going to help you with your decisions. He'll provide you information needed. So choices are easy. It's the Hinson Law Firm. You got questions, reach out to Maddie, 527-1700, 904-527-1700. The offices are in Jacksonville, Florida. Gang, don't let the state decide your fate.
Frank Frangie here for Coil Fencing. Jacksonville is full of memorable sports moments. Remember Hal Sutton when he famously said, "Be the right club today"? Well, that's what Coil Fencing delivers, the right fence today. And they've been delivering the right fencing for both commercial and residential properties for nearly 100 years. If you're in the market for a new fence, call Coil & Sons today at 904-356-4821 or visit coiljacks.com. That's COYLE Jacks.com.
Elbow pain, whether acute or chronic, can make it difficult to do normal activities like playing sports, doing household chores, or even sleeping comfortably. Dr. George Barr here, and no one wants to deal with pain without solutions on how to feel better. We've all heard of tennis and golfer's elbow, but there's plenty more that can cause pain, like osteoarthritis, muscle tears, and nerve entrapment. All are treatable at Barr Orthopedics. Getting you back to full health is our mission, and there's a number of different treatment options we can offer. Call us today or visit barrorthopedics.com.
I'm Frank Frangie. I told you my daughter Amber has tried Awaken 180. Man, has it worked. You ready for this? After 3 weeks and change, she's lost 22.5 pounds. You should give it a try. 844-346-1800 or visit awaken180weightloss.com.
Prosser here for Lifetime Enclosures and Lifetime Flooring. Football season finally upon us, and with that comes cooler weather. If you've been wanting to upgrade your outdoor living space, you should call the experts at Lifetime Enclosures now. From glass lanais to screened-in enclosures, Lifetime Enclosures and Flooring is the best in the business, so give them a call today. Lifetime Enclosures and Lifetime Flooring. Showroom just off Phillips Highway. Proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Bueller. Stay cooler with Bueller.
Hey, Jason, got a minute?
Always. What's on your mind?
This time of year, my air conditioner is running non-stop. Hot all day, hot all night. It has to run constantly just to keep up.
Well, that's what they do.
But if something happens to it in the middle of a 2-week heat wave, I'm in trouble, Jason. I can't wait 3 days or 2 days or even the next day for service. If you can't get someone here today, I'm sweating by tonight. What if it breaks, Jason?
You call me, pal. That's That's what we do. Bueller Air and Plumbing.
But you're probably swamped with calls from everyone else's AC that ran nonstop and then broke in a heat wave, so they called you because that's what you do.
But we always have room for an emergency. At Bueller Air and Plumbing, we have techs standing by because we know these things happen.
So I don't need to worry. Wow. That time you calmed me down without even using the sunglasses.
Oh, I was reaching for them.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
Want your son or daughter to enjoy sports year-round? Then log on to I9 Sports with fall and winter registration open right now, including girls volleyball at Duval Charter Bay Meadows, plus plenty of other spots and sports on the First Coast. I9Sports.com. Enter 1010 for a discount.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
All right, welcome back to the show. Hanging out here on The Drill. Man, football is here, baby. Football is here. We are rolling, by the way. It's happening. In fact, I saw this little nugget this weekend. I thought this was pretty cool. The Ravens' 2018 draft class has now generated more money in future contracts than any draft class in history. It's the Ravens' 2018 draft class. Hayden Hurst and Lamar Jackson were the 2 first-round picks. Hayden Hurst went 25th overall, by the way. Lamar went 32nd. Jacksonville's own Hayden Hurst. Orlando Brown Jr. went in the 3rd round. Mark Andrews went in the 3rd round. Anthony Averett, 4th round. Deshaun Elliott, 6th round. Bradley Bozeman, 6th round. Zach Seiler, 7th round. Darius Williams, undrafted. And Gus Edwards, undrafted. Wow. That's how you draft a class. That's impressive. So, yeah, good stuff there from the Baltimore Ravens as things continue in the National Football League. And the Jags will be back on the field and get to work here with a game against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Had a scrimmage. Trevor was 20-28. Another good sign. Brenton Strange, they got him the ball.
I think we can expect that.
Yeah, it'd be fun if Brenton Strange can be what they hope. That would be huge. And I'll tell you another one. De'Ami Brown, I think he can help this club. I
gotta agree with that one.
You did? Yeah, right?
I think he's finally going to, because what he's done previously in his career,
right,
pretty much non-existent.
Like nothing.
He's going to have a role here in Jacksonville.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You know, one thing I'm a
huge opportunity for that young man.
Yes.
And really if they hit on that one, that's a great pull. I mean, again, it's just a 1-year, $10 million deal. But, again, in 4 years. So I'm not we'll see. But so far, so good again with that kid. So,
one thing I'm discovering, I'm starting to now dabble into the fantasy football season that's coming up, including playing some long form leagues. That's kind of a new thing now. You know, you draft a whole team and then they just put your best lineup in every week, so you don't have to be constantly on top of it or make moves or anything like that. But one thing that I'm noticing is I'm going along. I don't think this year's rookie class is, and I'm going to say this under a couple of contexts, but I don't think this year's rookie class, it's not like bursting with guys like, oh, I better draft this guy. It's very underwhelming, especially the running back position.
I heard a guy just raving about Ashton Genty. So we'll see.
Again,
he's the one.
There
right?
were 2 guys I was going to bring up. Ashton Genty better be good.
Yeah.
This will be a terrible draft pick for the Raiders. They took him in the top 10 with all kinds of needs and all kinds of guys around him at a position that hasn't always proven to be the biggest difference. He's easy to root for. You know, we'll see, but he better be. You know, he's the 2nd highest NCAA rushing total. He comes in with comparisons to Barry Sanders and Emmett and the greats. That's what you need to be if you're drafted there, because that whole Raiders development is going to go sideways because he can't be 1,100-yard guy.
There is, and it's interesting, but it's this time of the year, and you know it's just like here in Jacksonville, but in Las Vegas, where their division is extremely tough. There is a lot of optimism right now. They are sky high about.
Well, like us,
they got some young receivers they're excited about.
Yeah.
Pete Carroll's in there instilling his culture. Geno Smith is a guy, but you know, if you talk, Geno Smith is thought of as a top 10 to
Yeah.
15 quarterbacks.
And that's what
and closer to 10.
And the reason he's done that is he's played his way into that level.
He sure has.
He overcame a bad start to his career.
You got Max Crosby was hurt last year. They're excited, and they love Max Crosby out there. He's one of their great.
They do.
Yeah, he's one of their great. He's a leader. He's the hardest worker, and he's also their best. And he's a baller.
Yes,
he's a dog.
The dog.
He is a doggy.
Well, the optimism and what they also share in common here is anytime you get a new, regime, you get a regime change, you're at least hopeful, you're optimistic.
Now, listen, that the Chiefs, the Chargers, and the Broncos are all.
Sure.
I mean,
and the Raiders aren't that good. I mean, even with those things they're excited about, there's more to be excited about here, personnel wise.
Yeah.
And the point I was going to make to circle back to some of this family, I think it's going to be a 2-man race for the Rookie of the Year.
Okay.
It'll be Genty and Travis Hunter. Travis Hunter is going to make a ton of plays, isn't he? Can't we see that just from what we've seen?
Yes.
This guy's going to make plays, dude. Sometimes it is what it is, man. And we can sit here and dumb it down and think suddenly it's not. This guy's going to be that guy that comes into the league like they do, and they throw him a bubble screen. He's zip, boop, zip, boop, boop, gone.
I hope he's zip, boop, boop, boop.
That's
gone.
happening. That's who he is. Let's just, stay away from the casualties that await every NFL player. Injuries and especially mistimed. When it comes to that. But no. He's him.
He's him.
He's going to make incredible plays. He's going to be going across. Remember the play Ike Hilliard made against the Knowles? He's going across the middle. He catches. He stops on a dime. Spins. That kind of play. It's going to be fantastic.
Who is our number 2? Is that Lewis?
Lewis is
Jordan
good,
Lewis.
too. And he's good, too.
On all the social media clips.
He said unguardable.
It's Travis Hunter just running past him.
Yeah, you gotta listen to those guys when they tell you that, man.
Yeah.
And I know that's tempered a little bit by teammate on teammate.
They threw did you see the Trevor fade throw to Brian Thomas Jr. on the first drive?
I did, yeah.
He should have caught that. That was in his hands.
He should have, yeah.
That was on him. You got to come down with that ball. And he's had a couple of those, and you know what? It's probably a good thing for him. It will be because he's sort of having the same type of camp that he had last year, and I think he's
quiet.
I think he's more of a when the lights go on, he'll be ready.
Yeah.
But don't let that dissuade you. I think it dissuaded the coaching staff last year. It won't dissuade this coaching staff
They know what they
from
got.
targeting him over and over again. So, so that's it's fun to watch. Look, they went and got a corner this weekend, and I'm assuming they got a corner because Monteric Brown's going to be down longer than we think. All you have to say is he's out for training camp right now, but I'm guessing it's going to carry into the season here, obviously, because they went and got a veteran corner. I mean, a guy who's got starts in the NFL, right? So that was obviously a sign to me that Buster ain't going to be playing anytime soon, which is unfortunate. But again, you do have Travis Hunter. I'll be curious to see this, and I think I'll make this a poll question, tomorrow. But I was thinking about this when the season is over and we're packing up the balls. Are you going to tell me that Travis was a better corner or receiver? And I think it's going to be kind of split.
I think because the plays that you make you can play a whole half of football and get tested 3 times.
But that's not what I'm asking. I
think it's receiver.
Yeah,
I think it's receiver.
E, what say you?
Oh, that's tough because I feel like he's naturally a better corner.
Yeah,
and he's already shown like his abilities on that side. Well, he's a great receiver. I think he might be corner.
Yeah, he had 3 catches for 43 yards, which was fine, including a 21-yarder on Friday night, and then Trevor missed him. Ventrell Miller made a real nice play on in fact, that Ventrell Miller was covering him.
Did he get hurt on that play?
Who, Ventrell?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, well, that's good.
He made a real nice play on a pass defense, but it was a little bit behind. He got to get it out in front of him a little bit more, so that was not one of his best throws of the night.
Yeah, Coen said he was, he's been happy with him. He's been sharp. He's throwing the ball with with
a lot of drive.
where he wants it. We're driving it where it needs to go on time. So
I think that has to do with his footwork. Remember, like he changed his footwork.
Yeah.
And Dan said something about it looks more crisp.
Yeah.
Our head coach Liam Coen said that he was impressed on how Trevor drove the ball. So I think that's the footwork.
I think so.
So I'm bebopping through the college football landscape this weekend, and I see I stumble across, and then go in search of Phil Steele's, unit rankings, position rankings for a bunch of, different positions from O-line to D-line to secondary to receiver to running back, quarterback, you name it, you got it. And something interesting, an interesting pattern emerged. I'll share that with you when we return. That and more next on The Drill.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. From pit road to victory lane.
The sun setting behind him, the wind at his back.
This Sunday at Watkins Glen.
The checkered flag is in the air.
NASCAR is tuned up by Maxie's Mechanics on 1010XL.
Like a lot of guys, Jacksonville's Mitch Fandle thought he could get a better deal on his engagement ring at one of those well-known big-box corporate jewelry stores at the town center. But then he discovered locally owned Beard's Diamonds.
Beard's had by far the largest selection.
And he couldn't believe the no middleman prices at Beard's.
We were able to afford, it was probably twice the size of what she wanted, stayed within my budget. I wanted to buy her a bigger ring than she wanted to get. Kind of a win-win for everybody.
But the best part, Mitch didn't feel like a number at Beard's. He got personal one-on-one attention with zero pressure.
Some of the other stores that we did go into, they were big corporate chains, so that might have played a factor into us not really getting the service that I was looking for.
Beard's Diamonds, with no commission salespeople and owners who are right here in Jacksonville.
Keeping local dollars in Jacksonville and in the community is great.
Beard's Diamonds.
Anybody that I know, I want them to shop at Beard's. You're going to get a great experience.
At St. John's Town Center.
With Lee and Kate's glass, you're gonna see a big difference. For 100 years, service you can trust. Lee and Kate's glass, depend on us. Glass solutions to meet your needs. Reliable quality guaranteed. Complete customer satisfaction. With Lee and Kate's glass, you're gonna see a big difference.
I'm Max Fink, and I'll bring you the Gator Report several times weekly to keep you connected to Gainesville.
The Gator Report, put together by San Jose Collision on the home of the Florida Gators, 1010XL.
Go, Gators!
San Jose Collision in Mandarin is proud to be an I-CAR Gold Class collision repair facility. That means they meet the industry's highest training standards. Experience the difference at San Jose Collision in Mandarin.
Your grandfather was stronger at 50 than you are at 40. Want to know why? His testosterone was 30% higher than yours. That's not genetics. That's modern life killing your hormones. Stress, chemicals, sitting, it's all crushing your T levels. Male Excel reverses it. Prescription testosterone, thyroid optimization, personalized to you. Over 100,000 men are already winning again. Your turn. Try MaleExcel.com. Free assessment because you deserve it. Your family deserves it.
For over 55 years, Green Acres Sporting Goods has proudly served Jacksonville from the corner of Normandy and Hammond Boulevard. From archery to hunting and fishing, they've got the gear, service, and know-how to get you outdoor ready. Stop by their full-service archery pro shop and check out their wide selection of firearms. And while you're there, sign up for their weekly concealed weapon classes. You can find it all at greenacressporting.com.
Experience the Jacksonville Rock Orchestra as they bring to life the legendary sound of Journey.
Took the midnight train going anywhere.
Feel the power of Faithfully. Rock out to Wheel in the Sky and sing every word of Don't Stop Believing. Friday, August 8th at the historic Florida Theater. One epic night of the Jacksonville Rock Orchestra featuring Journey. Get your tickets at floridatheater.com.
Florida heat hitting like a heavyweight? Time to call in the champ. KO Electric and HVAC. We knock out the heat and power up your comfort. Fast, reliable, and undefeated in home service. KOElectricJacks.com. KOElectricJacks.com.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. This is your Duval Minute. Brought to you by Lift Power, your turnkey solution for all warehouse needs.
I love the Jaguars and Tom Coughlin being a part of it. I love that Tony brought Tom back and they gave him his custom Pride of the Jaguars sculpture yesterday, but the Coughlin family was there. I mean, Tom Coughlin is a link to the past. And if you heard Anthony Campanile talk about it, this is a guy from New Jersey who was a Giants fan and knows all about Tom Coughlin, also coached at Boston College. And, you know, you sit there and you wonder, and the only negative part about this is it's a constant reminder to me of why isn't this guy in the Hall of Fame already? Get it done, Pro Football Hall of Fame. But, yeah, always good to see the coach down at Jaguars practice. Jay Fun going strong. Great man. Great coach. Better person. And that's your Duval Minute, brought to you by our friends at Lift Power. Listen, the summertime is here and the job market is hot at Lift Power. They're always on the lookout for great people. They're looking for specifically lift truck and dock door technicians, but check them out with benefits including a 401k, a company vehicle, paid training, sign-on bonus. Man, what an offer. Come see why Lift Power is voted one of the best places to work year in and year out. Family-owned and operated, around for 50-plus years, rapidly growing, screams stability. You can be part of that family. Don't let the opportunity slip by. Learn more by visiting liftpower.com.
All right, we're back here on the drill.
You know, I do want to say.
Okay. Say something.
And, you know, he's our friend, so take it for what it's worth. And we're rooting for him like heck. But being down there and talking to a bunch of people, they feel like, I got this from people down there, they feel like Tony is really a breath of fresh air and really what the franchise needed. And I'll give you one example that I heard, and I'll share it with you guys. Like, remember the Jags last year got, what did they get when they do that player poll, and the Jags got like, I don't know, was it like a D or an F in family, right? Well, from what I'm told, that won't happen again. So see what happens this year. But if you'll notice, at the end of the scrimmage, all the families, the kids, their wives,
should be that way.
Were all on the field spending
like
some
that.
time. Yeah, and so I think Tony immediately addressed that. I think Tony is the guy who is, and he told us basically.
Well, he's smart, and by the way, he can glean all the terrific ideas we've given him through the years. By osmosis, they're buried in there somewhere.
So I think having him there has been a really, listen, Shad Khan is the owner of the Jaguars, and they all report to Shad Khan, but the truth of the matter is Shad Khan's not around here a lot.
Well, and Tony provides that role of stability, and it's also good. Now, look, this all works better if the team is responding with victories. Because Mr. Nice Guy Tony will go away real quick. I know how that goes with Tony.
Yeah.
I've seen it in 1,000 different ways.
Well, it's not just Mr. Nice Guy. It's.
I'm just saying, as far as taking care of them, that's what that is. That's a player's
that's
mentality.
I don't want a D+ ever again. I want that fixed, and whoever's in charge of that better fix it, or you won't be here. And I think he's brought accountability back down there. And so I just think he's, from what I understand, and the people that I talked to on Friday night. A lot of raving about what Baselli's been doing down there, so good for him.
Sure. And that's the best case of what you hoped when they hired him. And if you talk to Tony and ask him what you do, you better sit down because he's got a while. I got a question for you guys. I got it all, bro. We're good. I got you. I'm looking at Phil Steele's position rankings. There's a couple things that stand out here. The Shazam Spotlight brought to you by ShazamAuto.com, the Murray Ford Superstores. Take that short drive.
Take it.
I got a couple things here I'm going to tell you about the Florida list, and then just get your quick thoughts.
Okay.
Well, first of all, they show up just about everywhere. These are Phil Steele's rankings. Offensive line, 5th best in the country.
Ooh, I like that.
Defensive line, 10th best in the country.
Fantastic.
Secondary, 10th best in the country.
Super.
Special teams, 13th. Quarterback room and position, 10th best in the country. Running back, 14. Wide receiver, 18. The only thing missing is linebacker. And heck, I swear to you as a fan, I think linebacker is our strongest of the 3 levels. I like the line. Now, again, everyone's staying healthy. I think Florida's 4 linebackers are better than the D-line in the secondary. And they both show up and the linebacking group doesn't. Nonetheless, that wasn't what I was going to bring up.
Okay.
We agree that football's a game won in the trenches. Have we been sold that?
In them trenches.
Okay, it's not just that Florida's offensive line is ranked 5th, Dan, and the defensive line is ranked 10th. But when it comes to this season and reaching any goals that you might have set, and I would like to hope that at some point the Gator football program has designs on maybe making at least one college football playoff. It's only been around for 10 plus years.
Oh, dear.
So when it comes to winning this year's schedule and doing enough to get there, in a game won in the trenches, it's not that Florida's O-line was 5 and D-line was 10. One opponent on the Gator schedule had an O-line ranked better, and one opponent on the Gator schedule had a D-line ranked better. That means that Florida will have an advantage at offensive or defensive, and in many cases, both. They'll have an advantage on both the offensive and defensive line in every game they play this year. Mm-hmm. They will be better than Texas A&M and LSU and Georgia. All of those teams.
Well, projected to be better.
Well, I'm saying right now, as their strength is noted, at least by Phil Steele, for what his opinions are worth. So that's today's Shazam Spotlight. Brought to you by ShazamAuto.com. Take that short drive and save on these big city prices.
There's a kid down there. They were raving about him in the spring, and they're still liking him in the fall. He's a true freshman, so how much will he be able to contribute? Because he's in the trenches, but that's Jaden Woods, who is defensive end. So here's a guy to keep a new name to keep an eye out on.
Since spring, they've been
DJ was throwing the ball around pretty good on this weekend. Saw some video of him and looked okay. So, that's a positive. I think he's still a little bit limited, but definitely working and throwing the ball. So that's good news. They need this young man desperately. The whole season, is in his hands, basically, because
and by the way, go ahead and re-cue these same comments for next season.
Yeah.
Which is, by the way, if you're really looking for think about, and you don't want to, we're about to start a season that has a lot, but especially offensively, that offense going to DJ's third year and with a schedule that there's no way can be as difficult as it's been. Let's go.
You imagine when the SEC comes out with the schedules, and I don't know when they do it, but
at Texas, at LSU, at Alabama,
do that to Florida again after what they've done. I mean,
it's been a rough 2 years.
It really is. It's like I said, and it's sour grapes. I mean, but it is not. It's just not fair. It's not fair that some teams in that conference have easy rides and some teams don't. It's just not fair. It's
probably been the case
what they
year.
Ought to do is year to year, you got to look at it and you go, okay, well, these are the elite teams of the conference. These are the mid teams of the conference. These are the lower teams of the conference, and the lower teams should play the lower teams, mid play the mids, elite play the elites.
Schedule, we call that. That makes sense. Moving forward, it may.
And maybe they say
happen.
we tried to
It's even more, but what's even more unfair is that there's a large group of, and you're in this group, and whatever. It's just a difference of thought. Mm-hmm. It's even more unfair when teams from other conferences can run through their podunk easy schedules, and because they win 11-1, get more credit for them. Makes it more unfair.
I won't be this year. There's an 11-1 and Florida's 9-3.
There you go.
Big wins.
That tune will change a little bit, and it won't be like Bama last year or one of those teams. All right,
8 o'clock hour. Baby.
Oh man, a lot of people are talking.
Oh,
by a lot I mean none.
Oh no.
Bye-bye. Brock Marionville chasing a 90-yard run.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Because life is a sport.
Let the games begin.
That's why we are Jacksonville Sports Radio. 1010XL.
Tired of high energy bills? Replace those inefficient windows and patio doors now. It's Renewal by Anderson's triple savings month. Get $300 off windows and $825 off patio doors. Plus, no money down, no payments, and no interest for 12 months. This offer expires August 31st. Renewal by Anderson, proud partner of the Florida Gators. Visit bestwindowsflorida.com to schedule your free consultation.
License number CGC 1527613.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
Teach your birdies to sing with Dan, Jeff, and PGA pros on Brunch with the Tour. Teed up by Clearwater Irrigation and Apex Roofing and Contracting. Brunch provided by Chick-fil-A. 8:30 Tuesday morning on 1010XL. Home of the Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Right now, they're on their way to disrupt your life, make you uncomfortable, and rob you. Don't bother calling the police. They can't help. That's right. Summer heat and humidity are about to attack North Florida again. You know what to do. Call Mike Merritt. Mike Merritt's Heating and Air has a license to chill. When heat and humidity are attacking you, Mike Merritt provides a comfortable chill at a bargain price. Mike has been keeping North Florida comfortable for 30 years. Mike Merritt technicians are never paid commissions, meaning you'll never be pressured to buy something you don't need. And Mike Merritt knows cooling issues can arise anytime. They don't just happen during business hours. So Mike Merritt never charges overtime fees. When you need us, we're here for you. Remember, in the fight against heat and humidity, Mike Merritt has a license to chill. Visit merrittair.com. Florida license number CACO 50384.
Ticket here with lots more on George Moore Chevrolet. Hey, Justin Moore, what are you doing in our commercial?
Dan, this Moore just wanted to remind folks of vehicles less than $20,000 on our lot. Or you can always go more with our Silverado EV.
I have my boy Blue, that beautiful Gator Blue Silverado. Love, love, love it. And that service department, second to none. Let's just say it means more to Gabe and the boys who take great care of us.
Not to mention, we do more for the community. We love Jacksonville. Been around these parts since 1986.
George Moore Chevrolet. Need I say more?
Want to bet on sports but no clue where to start? Millions of players are already making moves on Hard Rock Bet. Your friends might be winning. Why not you? Bet with confidence. Bets by real players help guide your picks. Go with the crowd and cash in on the wins. Any pick that catches your eye. Hard Rock Bet. Roll with us. New players bet $5 and get $150 instantly in bonus bets. Offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida. Must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida to wager. Terms and conditions apply. Concerned about gambling? Please call 1-888-ADMIT-IT.
This is Hayes Carlyon for First Florida Credit Union. I bank with First Florida Credit Union because I trust them. I can always count on them when it comes to the vast services they provide. The online banking services are outstanding. So easy to use. Depositing checks through the mobile app is fast and efficient. I also go to the branch off 210 in St. Johns County and the Durbin location, but they have 10 branches in the Jacksonville area. You need to be banking with First Florida Credit Union. They're enriching people every day. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Opportunity Lender.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. ESPN's coaching staff rankings dropped, and Jacksonville landed at number 31 out of 32 teams. No wins, no losses yet, but the pressure's on for Lee and Coen's crew. Meanwhile, the Jumbo Shrimp edged Columbus 3-2 Sunday at 5-Star Ballpark. They hit the road tomorrow to face the Nashville Sounds in a 6-game set. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
At 8:01 at 78 degrees, time and temp brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Yeah.
Moon days?
No, I got a shout out, man. I mean, this is a good story, man. This is a story of athletic perseverance, man. And so, tip of the cap, clap it up. Bartram Trail High School graduate Julian Surrey, who has toiled for a long time.
I haven't heard that name in a while. Battled injuries. At one point was one of the top junior golfers in the country.
Like Julian Surrey in high school was like...
He set a course record somewhere around town at like 13.
Not quite as accomplished, but like Miles.
Yeah, not to that level.
No, but he was.
But was one of the top.
He was going to be a PGA Tour player.
100%.
And
he's played him a number of tour events already.
He's been grinding out there for a long time. Well, he won the Corn Ferry yesterday, first one, and the Utah Championship. So congratulations, man! 63-64 on the weekend. Terrific couple rounds of golf. Very happy for that young man. Like I said, I don't know. I'd have to look at his age, but like
35?
I said, yeah, he's been grinding a long time, and
it's nice to see. I don't want to imply like last weekend, but I have during the midst of this, after he was already basically disappeared from the headlines, if I'd see him out at Sawgrass, just grinding on the putting green by himself, not over at the Players. Probably lost those privileges, of using, all their practice facilities. You get that back now with the Corn Ferry. So.
He's 34. He had a couple years ago. I think he was in qualifying school. There's a story about him. I think he came to the final hole needing a par to get his card, and he tripled it.
I don't remember that specifically.
So
did he win like on the World Tour, the DP Tour, the Euro Tour maybe at one point?
I think he did win one of those.
I feel like he won something on the Japan Tour or World Tour. He's played some PGA Tour events. I know it was injuries, and I don't recall. Smitter, if you're listening, shoot me a text. You probably know the more.
3 professional wins, one on the European, one on the Corn Ferry, one on the Challenge Tour.
Well, there you go. It was a Euro win. I mean, the European Tour is a big deal back then. He won it as a younger man. Did it say what year he won that?
No, but it was a couple years ago.
Not more than that. I think his Euro win came early in his career when he was. I mean, he was a phenom. I mean, this guy
went to Duke.
Right.
But I just
very good amateur golfer who just,
good year for like Bud Cauley and his comeback and Julian Surrey, guys that we followed as youngsters, and it just again, and listen. And Bud's had a great comeback, and Bud's had a great career. They've all had great careers. I mean, Julian Surrey's a professional golfer. Yeah, well, I mean, it depends on how you quantify. Right. But to me, you play professional golf, it's a hell of a career. But to win a Corn Ferry Tour, awesome. If he can earn his card, be fantastic.
Wow, and now you're at 34 trying to make that push. He thought at 24 he'd be winning on the PGA Tour.
Yeah.
So, that's a good catch, picking that up.
Anyway, shout out to him.
Did you see the hole-in-one this weekend on LPGA Tour?
I did. It was great. So the women's British.
Yes.
Charlie Hull didn't win, right?
She did not.
Then I don't care.
That's bad for you and Viceroy.
Yeah. I mean, but
That's
anyway.
a cigarette, for those that are wondering.
The one lady hits it.
Version.
One lady hits a beautiful shot, man. Rolls it right up to the hole.
Yeah, she's just short and left. She's not even tapping. That's doing it into. She's 3 inches from the hole.
So then the next gal comes up.
Mimi Ryans, maybe? Is that her name? Mimi something.
Hits the same exact shot. Ball hits the other girl's ball.
Yeah.
Caroms into the hole.
Unbelievable.
Other ball goes about,
well, she gets
just a little bit away.
Replace it for her birdie. But yeah, I mean, come on.
What a great hole.
And by the way, if it's the unbelievable thing about that is we're breaking it down to the micro thing. It's unbelievable that a girl came that close to getting a hole-in-one.
Yeah.
Now you're going to follow that up with the this is almost the same thing as back-to-back hole-in-ones. Right. They were just 2 inches left, both of them.
Now the PGA Tour, Cameron Young finally broke through.
It's interesting that it's the 1,000th unique winner, the 1,000th different winner in PGA Tour history, a tour that is over 100 years old, I believe. So it tells you how hard it is to win. That's an exclusive club.
Very exclusive.
That's
something to be proud
averaging
of, man.
10 new winners a year only.
Yeah. Doesn't matter where you do it, how you do it, why you do it. He did it. And then
he said, I told you. He said right when he was done right there, I will not be the American Tommy Fleetwood. I'm putting this on my trophy case. So after a number of and this, I don't think this will be Cam Young's last win. Yeah. He seems one of those guys that every couple of years he'll flare up and catch. I noted golf history was made this weekend.
Yeah. Adam
Scott's missing the playoffs for the first time.
Oh, wow.
He didn't get up into the 70. There was a select group, and they may be over now, that had qualified every single year for the FedEx Cup playoffs. It becomes a little tougher now because they start at 70 instead of the 125 or whatever it was at. But there was a list of names that aren't, going to be in the first round of the playoffs this week. Max Homa, what happened to that guy?
Yeah.
Homa missed. Adam Scott missed. There were both the Højgaards missed.
I think you had the best week of anybody, if I'm not mistaken. But
what'd he get?
Well, he had Aaron Rye, right?
He kind of fell off.
No, the Tour actually did.
The Tour did?
Yeah, the Tour took Ben Griffin and Fitzpatrick.
Oh, so they
their
rallied
total.
Yeah.
What'd they get?
Not much, just under $500,000.
I'm surprised they got that much.
And they're the Tour's the only one that got both the golfers made the cut.
What about the three of us? We make like $100,000.
Dan made $53,000. Jeff, you made $112,000.
112. Well, go Hideki must have made a charge yesterday.
And then I had Aaron Rye made $300,000.
Well, I got the 112. That's good.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Keep chugging.
Three tournaments left, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah. I mean, that nonsense Stewie tried to drop in last Tuesday.
Oh,
Wow, I never
Stewie's.
see anything shot down any quicker, man.
Desperate,
I
man.
mean, that's like pull. You shoot it before they even use That's like before when the guy says pull, you shoot the guy pulling. I mean, that's how quick we shot that thing down.
By the way, if you were in Gainesville yesterday,
what happened?
You want to talk about a luck of the draw? You cruise into Chipotle right there I used to have lunch there with my daughter all the time when she was at school there at Chipotle there.
We would go to the Blaze Pizza place. Have you ever
Yeah.
been to one of those? It's like a Subway for pizza.
And so you walk in there yesterday. Hey, look, it's DJ Lagway. Oh, look, it's Walter Clayton.
Both of them at once, huh?
Were they working? Or were they doing something?
They weren't working.
Oh, they were just chilling?
They weren't working. They weren't signing there. No, they were just in there eating.
Yeah, I don't think he meant were they working the counter. Yeah. Like, did they have a set?
Hey, DJ, can I get some guac?
That's now. Did you see them or you just heard about this? I
just saw a picture.
Do the two interact?
I saw a picture.
Like game recognized game, right?
Oh yeah, they know. Yeah, for sure.
I mean, and this tells you this hurts saying what I'm about to say. As a Florida grad, a Mondo sports fan, a guy who is probably, and Hicken will vouch for this, has placed basketball closer to football than your average Gator.
Well, hang on. I see a camera in the back. This might be a spot. Might be doing something.
Okay, well, either way, if they're both there.
Yeah.
The question I was about to pose doesn't matter. At the end of the day, bottom line, I'm about to speak truth. DJ Lagway is the bigger boy in Gator Nation.
Dang.
That's facts.
That's true.
Man,
It's facts.
Because football is king.
It's not for me. I'm not saying me.
No, in general.
In general, DJ Lagway, and I dare say, I almost said this, and I thought you guys might shoot that down to the point that we argued whether it was even true, but I almost said much bigger boy. And by boy, I mean man.
But yeah, he is a bigger boy, though.
He's a bigger DJ Lagway with how many wins, Nick? 5?
He hasn't done nothing.
6 wins? Yeah, 6. DJ Lagway in his 6 wins in one season in Gainesville is a bigger boy in Gator Nation lore. That maybe not in lore if it lives forever, but he's a bigger boy right now than Walter Clayton, who was just like
Walter Clayton, who's the
single-handedly defeated college basketball.
Who arguably is the greatest Gator basketball player of all time.
He is to me. There's no, I mean, and there's been some good ones, but man, Florida had great players on the 05s. Nobody though on that team had to put teams on their back and go win.
Right.
This guy put teams on his back with other good players
in the biggest moment,
in the
toughest
games,
and made the toughest shots.
It's just unbelievable.
Somebody yesterday threw again. You should, as a Gator fan, go back and look at the games that they had no business winning. It's just amazing.
They're down, 7.
I mean, you go right to the UConn game, which was like the second game of the tournament, and they get knocked out there. There is no story.
Thanks to YouTube, you can go home and watch a Gator game today.
Go watch UConn. Go watch Texas Tech.
Yeah,
I mean,
I know. I
ropes.
conceded. They'll hate me forever, our dear friends.
Yeah, it's so there's, the Final Four is saying. I mean, it was amazing. It was
Wasn't
amazing.
Texas Tech? It was like 9 with 3 to go, or 12 with 5 to go.
No,
Something
it was
stupid, wasn't it?
Yeah, you can go.
I could look on the text chain. I could know for sure because we were going through it. That and that's something that tells you where football is in this state. That was the point more than
correct.
Trying to put them on the scale.
All right, we'll grab a break. We'll keep it rolling right here on The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Denny Thompson stars as the quarterback whisperer.
Everyone agrees that playing quarterback is the hardest thing to do in sports.
He shares his insights Friday mornings on The Drill. Tuned up by Tyson Sound and Security and George Moore Chevrolet on 1010XL.
Man, oh man, what crazy times in the world of the economy, but it's not crazy. I got the stability, the steadiness. I got the go-to of ITP Partners. Jacksonville folks taking care of my Jacksonville money. Those are my guys. Those are my money men and ladies, man. When I have questions, I go to Chris Bryan. I go to Jeff Hartman, Reagan Wright, Dan Abel, Janice Cobb, and Reed Wingate. Those are the ITP Partners, man. Experience, expertise, and knowledge. I can't say enough good things. It's not just me, all right? My son works with them. My daughter works with them. My friends work with them. I send everybody I know to ITP Partners, and they'll sit down, listen to you. They'll build strategies for you where your goals become their priority. You can call them anytime. It's I don't know. It's unlike anything I've ever dealt with, and I appreciate them very much. Get in the game. Always a good time to get started. Chris at ITPPartners.com or call 312-9751, 312-9751. They're ITP Partners, my financial partners for life.
Hacker here with a cool story to share with you guys. Everybody knows I've lost a lot of weight thanks to the great folks of Awaken 180 Weight Loss. But how about this? I went into my closet a couple of days ago, pulled out a shirt from 2019, and was able to put it on for the first time in over 6 years. That's what happens when you lose over 100 pounds thanks to Awaken 180 Weight Loss. The guidance I get from Coach Kate, I've met with her every week, every step of the way. She was encouraging me. She was guiding me. She was giving me instructions. It made the plan so simple, and the weight absolutely fell off. Look, if it's time for you to lose weight, like it was for me, do yourself a favor. Do your family a favor and call 844-346-1800. That's 844-346-1800, or go to awaken180weightloss.com. They can change your life. I know this because they've changed mine. Now it's your turn. Awaken 180 Weight Loss.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices, and I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Get closer to nature.
Trying to get close to these bucks out here.
Jeff Lageman, Captain Kevin Faber, and Captain Kirk Walls. The Nimnicht Outdoor Show. Presented by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. Saturday morning, 7 to 10 on 1010XL.
When you're faced with damage in your home from water, fire, or mold, you need a team with the expertise to fix it right.
Resto Pros.
A locally owned, nationally backed franchise that's here to help you when you need them. A team that does it right the first time.
Resto Pros.
Remember, you don't have to use the insurance company's preferred contractors. Get it done right by a licensed professional you can trust. Call 904-201-9151 or go to RestoProsNEFlorida.com. That's RestoProsNEFlorida.com.
Resto Pros.
Firehouse Subs has fries. Your hometown hero since '94 just cranked up the heat. Hot subs, crispy fries, golden, pillowy on the inside, and perfectly seasoned. Over 30 Jacksonville locations. Firehouse Subs, homegrown and now with fries.
Mike Dempsey for Apex Roofing and Contracting of Jacksonville Beach. If your roof's got any damage, if it leaks, if it's just old and ugly, call my friends at Apex Roofing. But Mike, roofs are so expensive. It's true, quality roofing is not cheap, but Apex Roofing has up to 100% financing available, so you don't have to compromise quality for budget. Apex Roofing, no shortcuts, no stress, just quality work with financing available. Reach for the peak with Apex Roofing and Contracting in Jacksonville Beach. ApexRoofingFL.com.
Lucas Tree Service is a certified arborist and a local family-owned business with over 45 years of experience. They specialize in tree removal, trimming, and stump grinding for both residential and commercial properties. Get prepared for storm season and receive top-notch customer service from Lucas Tree Service, 904-241-3533. Online at lucastreeservice.com.
Got a leak or a clog? Or are old galvanized pipes causing low water pressure? At Superior Plumbing and Pipelining, we don't just fix plumbing issues. We solve them for good. And unlike other plumbers in the area, Superior Plumbing and Pipelining will never charge you to diagnose a problem. From simple plumbing repairs to trenchless pipelining, our estimates are free. And we can reline your cast iron pipes without making a mess of your yard. You have many choices for plumbing work. Make the superior choice. Superior Plumbing and Pipeline. Request a free estimate at superiorplumbingjacks.com.
Need electric vehicle repair? Guardian Collision is expert certified for any electric vehicle. Trust the home team for auto body repair on your EV. Guardian Collision. They guard what moves you at guardiancollision.com.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Wow. Yes.
What did we win?
The Price is Right.
What did I get?
Well, you ain't getting nothing yet. You're going to get a chance to win a brand new pen. Gentlemen,
A new what? What are we going to
brand new pen.
New pen? Those are like gold, right? If you throw in 4 little packets of salt, we got a deal. Yeah, salt and ink pens. Those are the gold standard at 1010XL.
This has been
Find either one of those, you let me know.
This has been trending on social media, and I wanted y'all's sports take on this. What they've been doing is they'll take a player, and when you hear a player that's better than that player, you just speak up.
Okay.
And this is the quarterback edition.
Yeah, I've seen them do this like with other things, actors.
Okay.
Good-looking people.
And there was this is quarterback edition, and there's one quarterback that they were waiting for them to say, but mine is a little different, so I want to hear what y'all are going to say.
Okay.
So the quarterback is Vince Young.
Vince
Which
Young.
quarterback?
Wait, Vince Young, college quarterback or Vince Young?
Vince Young.
College Vince Young. So which quarterback?
It's a college career, not a pro career.
Correct. And I'm going to name a bunch of college
Vince Young was
quarterbacks.
really, really, really good.
Absolutely. So I'm going to name
And
some
by
guys.
the way, the charm of this exercise is we're just going to go on just gut feel and remembrance. So don't come back and say, well, he threw for 5,800 yards.
Yeah.
And I just going by what I got to be honest, man. Vince Young, is as high up as
He's
you
a
can
bad
get,
boy.
buddy.
Yeah.
I mean, I would say that he carried Texas even more than, say, Tebow carried Florida.
Oh, okay, all right. I like where you're going there.
I mean it.
First quarterback, Deshaun Watson.
Vince Young.
Dan?
Yeah, Vince Young.
It's kind of like a group exercise. But I like where Jeff's going.
Okay. I'll let it slide maybe because he was first and we want to keep the game going. But
Baker Mayfield.
Vince Young.
Vince Young won. Baker didn't, but he lost a shootout with Georgia. He won the Heisman, too.
Marcus Mariota.
Vince Young.
Vince Young.
Kyler Murray.
Vince Young.
RG3.
Vince Young. College, right?
Yeah,
Vince Young.
Yep.
Vince Young.
Now, I will say this. If RG3 had played at Texas and Vince Young had played at Baylor, then RG3 would be the basis for
Could have
this.
been very similar. Yeah.
But we can say that about a lot of people. But
Johnny Manziel.
Oh, no, that's a good one. But I'm still going Vince Young because of the winning. But Johnny did he beat Bama twice even?
I know he beat him once.
I think they beat him twice. I think they beat him home and away. Johnny
Vince
was
Young.
good. Johnny, but they didn't. Vince also had an easier run, but Vince also.
It's hard to get over this because Vince dethroned SC.
Correct.
That's what I go back to. And in that game, he
was
ran
unreal.
he was unstoppable, man.
I
think they had a lot more talent than you think, that Texas team. But
but I don't think they had as much as Tebow's Gator team. That's what I mean.
All right. Lamar Jackson.
I'm going Vince Young, bro. I mean, I'm going to keep going Vince Young until you get to some Heisman national title winners. I can't. This guy, although I will say this, and I don't know if this should matter, Vince didn't win the Heisman. He's given us a lot of Heisman winners. Vince Young did not win the Heisman trophy.
I think I'm going to end the game there.
You're going to end it there?
I'm going to take Lamar.
I got a couple of other guys.
Okay.
I just want to throw in there.
Yeah, Lamar's good too. Yeah, Lamar was awesome.
Lamar was better runner than Vince Young and a better thrower than Vince Young.
I'm giving a lot of bonus points for the winning the Natty and beating.
Yeah,
and it's hard.
And Lamar took a very average team and
made them 10 win.
I mean,
and also it's hard not to let what they've gone on to become, how good a player they are, shade you at least a little bit.
It is. Vince Young was a disappointment.
Total disappointment. And Lamar is, I say total disappointment. He was Rookie of the Year, I believe, Vince Young. But
he was a disappointment.
Lamar's a multiple MVP winner.
So these next guys are going to make you scratch your head. All right. Let's start with Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
Joe Burrow.
His
Game
season
over.
was unbelievable.
Cam Newton.
Cam Newton
also. Yeah, he had less talent than I mean, that
both
guy there
better.
was Trey Mason.
Both way better.
Trevor Lawrence.
Vince Young.
Vince had.
If Trevor hadn't had the opportunity to come back and not finish the deal,
Vince had only really that one season though too. That's another thing.
Yeah. I thought we were kind of doing year. We're doing a whole career.
College
career.
Yeah.
And then the last guy on the list was Tim Tebow.
Yeah.
I got Tebow.
And then the guys, there was only one quarterback better than Vince Young, and it was Tebow. Everybody else, they argued, but they all said Vince.
No, not Burr. There's a few
Listen,
on there.
I give Vince a lot of credit, man. But
as college.
I went with Joe Burrow, Cam Newton,
Forget it, man.
And
they try to tell you that Vince Young was better than Joe Burrow in college.
Mind you, these are just 3 schmucks.
Oh, okay.
But I took the list of names.
No, I got you. I'm cool with all that.
Okay, now I'm going to do a little bit of just out of curiosity. Vince Young threw for 3,000 yards his last year at Texas.
Yeah, that's nothing today.
Joe Burrow threw for 6,000 or some incredible number.
15, 20
Vince Young threw for 26 touchdowns and 10 picks. Joe Burrow threw like 60 touchdowns.
Their argument with Joe Burrow was his team was loaded.
So what?
It's 20 years.
Again,
the game has changed a ton.
All right, hang on. I'm gonna listen. I don't care, but I want
Who
you to
did
know.
Texas have on
That's
that
what I
team?
mean.
I don't. Yeah, you're not going to find skill position players that are going to knock your socks.
Just remember, they had a safety.
Yeah,
Earl Little, right?
No, the guy who played for Tennessee all those years, the Titans.
Michael Huff.
Yeah.
Sylvan Young, I think, was their running back.
Yeah, exactly. That's Vince Young, dude. That offense. Maybe they had maybe a tight end that played in the league.
And David Thomas.
Yeah, that's very
Quan Cosby.
Yeah.
A receiver.
Justin Blaylock at right tackle. Casey Studdard, left guard. Lyman Swede, split end. Tailback Jamal Charles, Selvin Young.
Jamal Charles is a fair, but I mean Joe Burrow's got.
All right, but it's not Joe Burrow's fault.
No, I'm no one saying
Roy Miller. Was Roy Miller on that team? 05 Texas?
Yeah. The defensive side, but now we're getting out of the purvey.
Brian Robeson, Arakpo.
Okay, we're getting out of the purvey of these guys. It doesn't matter what kind of defense talent these teams had. This is all about what they have on offense.
Michael Griffin, a lot of Griffins on that team.
Yeah.
Michael Huff.
Sounds like that defense was a big part of the reason they
Aaron
got there.
Ross.
It was the defense and Vince Young.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like.
And LSU was Joe Burrow in that offense, and that's it. And that's that.
Yeah.
For that.
There's some players, though.
Sure.
I'm just saying, Texas the cupboard wasn't bare when Vince was
No, but I mean, let's
Did
be,
he lift
let's be
them?
fair.
Sure he did.
The 2 best receivers in the NFL were on Joe Burrow's
Who would
team.
y'all go out of Vince Young and Jameis?
Jameis was really good. I would give, again, just because of what we said there, but I don't know. Jameis, you look back, it's not like he was playing with Peter Warwick.
It's hard for me to,
they all run together too, man. If at the end of the day,
They're all great.
if you're a quarterback of an undefeated national champion and you win the Heisman, I don't. You can hold off any argument with anyone else.
Yeah,
I mean we're splitting hairs now at this point,
but it's good. It's interesting to see that, and it's I mean, Joe Burrow and Cam Newton, arguably the 2 greatest individual seasons in the history of college football. And you can
Cam's ended up statistically superior to not the Heisman winner, but to Tebow's year?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I think he ran for more. And Johnny had a pretty good year too, but Johnny didn't win.
Well, Tebow was the first sophomore to win the Heisman, so he was doing things that's completely. So he set the trend there. That's completely opened the door for
Tebow ran the stats up, and man, they take us to different levels. But again,
why is it? Do you feel like in most lists of all-time college quarterbacks that Tebow would rank ahead of Cam Newton and Joe Burrow if that's the case?
Well, Cam had 1 year, and Timmy had a 4-year career that included 2 natties, although he was a part of one. And I would say probably more so that. I mean, you can argue that Tim Tebow should have won 2 Heisman trophies.
He could have. His best statistical year was the one sandwiched where he didn't win.
Yeah. So, but you know,
that year that y'all are talking about
for Timmy.
Yeah.
What year was his best year?
07.
The year that you say he should have won it.
08. Bradford won.
07 is when he won. Though.
Yeah, he should have won it in 8 when they beat Oklahoma for the national championship.
Yeah,
Bradford won.
It was long ago. It was voted well before that.
Yeah, but Tim had an unbelievable year that year.
Which was his statistical better year? 7 or 8? Probably 7.
I don't know. Might have been a little bit better, but I don't know.
I got it right here.
Okay.
Well, I mean, me and the computer are going to work together to, quote, have it right here. I'm going to have to add another line here. Listen, at the end of as we said, this is also the same. I mean, you know, you're splitting hairs when you talk about the best in the business.
And listen, there's always bias. I mean, we're going to be biased for Timmy. I mean, obviously.
Yeah, this is a case where I don't think you have to claim biasness. You could go ask this question in Missoula, Montana today. At the Montana State Bobcats
30 touchdowns, 4 picks in his junior year, 32 touchdowns, 6 picks in his sophomore year. He threw for more yards in his sophomore year.
And how many yards did he throw for?
He threw for 32.86 and 27.46.
So 32 the year he won the Heisman, 27 the year he didn't.
Yeah.
What did he run for the year he won the Heisman?
The year he won the Heisman, he ran for 673 yards with 12 touchdowns. He had 23 touchdowns his sophomore year. So
yeah, so 23
and 895 yards. He was a battering ram, man. He averaged 4.3.
Was the statistical year, and so the combined yards that year were 4,000. And how many touchdowns combined? You said 23 rushing. How many throw? 30. You said
32, 55.
55 touchdowns in a year. That was the stat with Cam.
Yeah, that was impressive stuff, man. But Tebow ran for 3,000 yards. What's impressive about Tebow is he was a fullback running, man. I mean, he ran for
he didn't have long runs.
3,000 yards, dude. 3,000 yards in his 4 years there. And it was like something we hadn't seen before. And then these guys just all started coming. And they, Cam Newton and Johnny and all these guys, and they were just, man, they could move. Lamar and Deshaun. Did Lamar and Deshaun play against each other at Clemson? And
probably.
Heck of a football game, if I remember correctly. Heck of a game. All right, we'll grab a break. We'll keep it rolling. This is The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Homeowners, storms don't wait, so why should you? Protect your home and your wallet with Universal Roof and Contracting. Save up to 20% on roof replacements and repairs now through August 31st. Financing is available with payments as low as $115. Call 855-ROOF-HELP for your free inspection. Universal Roof and Contracting. Protecting your home, building your trust. License number CCC 057165, CBC 1258484.
UniversalRoof.com.
And when it comes to insurance, I think we all think kind of the same. We pay a lot of money monthly. We start adding things up. Boy, that's a lot of money. If something happens, we need you. You need to be there. And that's how the Kaproskis think, too. With Goosehead Insurance, they'll take care of your insurance needs. How do I know? I speak from experience, right? If something happens, it's usually something that you need answers for right away, and they get you those answers right away. It's little things like if they don't answer the phone, they call you right back. They call you. You don't have to keep calling them. It's called customer service, man. They don't take it lightly in this day and age. And listen, they saved me money on my mortgage with my homeowner's insurance. And they did that with me. Auto, flood, boat. I speak from experience with the Kaproskis. You should get an insurance checkup. Easy to get a hold of. Craig.Kaproski at Goosehead.com. That's Craig.Kaproski, Koproski, Goosehead.com, or call 478-8422, 478-8422. Craig and Chris Kaproski, part of the Goosehead Insurance family, part of our family as well.
The best value for golf in Jacksonville remains Cimarron. Totally reestablished with new tee boxes, improved fairways and greens. Also a brand new restaurant with indoor and outdoor settings and live music. Join the Wild One loyalty program online at Cimarron Golf. When's the last time you played Cimarron? Cimarron Golf Club on 210, the Wild One.
Man, jack of all trades, masters of none? It just feels like at every turn nowadays, every company can do all work. Not us. Hi, Stevie Beatrice here, second generation plumber right here in Jacksonville, Florida. We are your master plumbing company that only focuses on all your plumbing needs. So for your next plumbing job, don't call another Jack. Call Beatrice Plumbing, where plumbing is what we do and plumbing is what we're great at. Beatrice Plumbing, here to help.
Daly's Dash is not only your Jaguars game day stop, but a great place to grab a meal any day of the week. To honor the Jags and the fans, we've crafted the Duval Sub. The Duval comes with freshly sliced turkey, ham, melted cheddar, and habanero jack cheese, topped with crisp lettuce, fresh tomatoes, and a double portion of our secret sauce, all served on a fresh roll. Come by your local's Daly's Dash today to get your delicious Duval Sub. Daly's is the official convenience store sponsor of the Jacksonville Jaguars.
I'm here with Clayton Bromberg of Underwood Jewelers. Clayton, why is it that when you look at how long a store has been in business, that it always seems to be the stores like Underwood's that sell fine quality that have been around the longest?
Frank, that's a question that really doesn't get asked a lot, but it should be. There are a number of reasons, but probably the biggest is because of the endorsements our longtime customers and their pieces of jewelry have given us through the years. You see, when you sell really fine quality jewelry, that piece will last longer and always stay beautiful. It might stay in the same family for generations. And through those years of wear, a lot of compliments will be made and a lot of people will be told where the piece of jewelry came from. You see, at a store like Underwood's, it's our stated goal to be the best jeweler in the South, not the biggest. So everything we do and carry has to help move us toward that goal. And ultimately, it's the satisfied customers wearing fine quality jewelry that have kept Underwood's in Jacksonville since 1928.
Underwood's in San Marco, Avondale, and the shops of Ponte Vedra.
If you are an experienced electrician looking for your next big opportunity, look no further than the Miller Electric Company, a trusted name in the industry for over 96 years. At Miller Electric, we tackle the biggest projects in the city, offering you the chance to showcase your skills on a grand scale. We believe in rewarding hard work with the best pay, top-notch benefits, and an unbeatable culture where people actually care about each other. Take your career to new heights with Miller Electric Company. Apply today at millercareers.com. Miller Electric, an equal opportunity employer.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
All right, we are back here on the drill. You bet we are.
Darn right we are.
Thanks for being. I just went down memory lane here comparing the Cam Newton, Tim Tebow seasons, which were, don't forget how close together those are.
Yeah.
It's like Tebow just kind of, he gets credit for being the trendsetter and that dual threat quarterback being recognized for that dual threat ability. Because a lot of these guys, Lamar and Vince, they've all come along with or after. I guess Vince was about the same time. But those two seasons are so remarkably similar, it'd be hard to define who had the, quote, best season in college football. If you compare their two Heisman years, Tebow threw for 3,286, ran for 895, so basically responsible for about, 933, 4,200 yards total. He had 53 total touchdowns. I believe that Burrow beat that record, right? Didn't he throw for 50?
I think he threw 60.
Yeah, he threw. So Burrow, but combined at the time was the record 53 touchdowns. Meanwhile, Cam threw for 2,854, ran for 1,400. So he also is about 4,200 yards. He had 50 touchdowns combined rushing and running. Tebow ran for 23, Cam 20. Tebow threw for 32, Cam 30. But just two unbelievably dominant dual threat seasons where you really, those guys would hurt you literally with both. A lot of the quote dual threat quarterbacks hurt you a lot more one way than the other. Lamar and Vince Young hurt you more with their legs than their arm in college.
Right.
They kept plays and beat people, whereas, Charlie Ward was the other way. He hurt you more with his arm. He could keep you, at bay with his legs, but hurt you more probably with his arm.
You got to be careful when you do lists. I mean,
just see the T-shirt that'll be coming.
Yeah.
This list stinks.
ML football, which I don't know much about it. You're home for everything football, media news company, and that's fine. And, every NFL team's best running back in franchise history. And I looked down at the Jags looking for F. Taylor, and I got Mojo. And the Mojo's a second best in the history. It's great, I don't think that's a debatable topic, though, is it? Am I wrong?
That is irrefutably undebatable.
Yeah.
Like it's not.
I mean,
it's not close. Mojo's a great player.
Yeah.
But it is not close. Fred Taylor is by far the best running back in Jaguars history. Mojo's not a close second. He's a dominant second.
Right.
There's as big a gap between Mojo and the next guy as there is Fred and Mojo.
But you brought up something the other day, and it just shows you the wall that we've got to climb to get Fred into the Hall of Fame. Pro Football Hall of Fame class of 2026, first-time eligibles. Larry Fitzgerald, Drew Brees, Phillip Rivers, Jason Witten, Frank Gore, Julian Edelman. They put LaShawn McCoy, Des Bryant, Todd Gurley, Greg Olsen. Now, look, Fred will be ahead of a lot of those guys, but that's a big class
of
eligible guys. And Fitz and Brees and are slam dunks. Witten's going to get in. Frank Gore's going to get in. So here comes a running back. Right? I don't know if he'll get in next year, but he's going to get in eventually.
This is where the Hall of Fame is. I don't like Halls of Fame. I'm getting such a distaste. I'm the Halls of Fame. We talked about this with baseball last week, but the Halls of Fame are starting to annoy me more for who they're excluding than make me excited for who they are including.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, dude. If you watched football for however many years and you think that Frank Gore is a better player than Fred Taylor, I can't help you. Gore's fine. He's fine.
Yeah.
He ain't Fred Taylor.
Right.
Any straight. There is nobody in the world, there's no football coach ever who, given the choice in a game of having Fred Taylor in his prime or Frank Gore in his prime, would take Frank Gore.
Yeah,
Not
that's fair.
one.
I get it.
And why can't you look at it that way?
I don't know.
Go to the 10 best coaches that are alive right now and find 2 running backs from their era and say, okay, you got a game. Which of these guys would you least want to face, or which one of these guys would you like to have? And Fred Taylor's going to show up a lot more than people think.
I'm glad we're getting closer to the start of the season because I'm almost at my wit's end with the quarterback videos from practices. I get the back and forth on 2 more than anybody else, and that's J.J. McCarthy. No.
Okay, good.
Shador's been kind of, although I did see Shador Sanders should be QB1. I saw that the other day.
He's getting a few first place here and there.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, Shador,
the two
Shador, sit tight. You got Joe Flacco at starter. Enough said.
Yeah, the 2 that drive me, the 2 that I just don't know are J.J. McCarthy, and it's the same stuff over and over again. Look at this play. It's this guy's going to be a all-pro. Look at this play. This guy's struggling. And then and Caleb Williams. Those are the 2 that I see
a lot of Aaron Rodgers, too, for a guy who's so proven.
I have not seen
I haven't seen much.
Those are the 2 that I constantly, I'm like, can we just let the guys play?
I mentioned I've done the first bits of research and even drafting in fantasy. Would you buy into, should you buy in on Ben Johnson and expect the Bears to put up Lions numbers?
I don't know if they'll put up Lions numbers, but I you know me, I'm a big Ben Johnson guy.
I guess here's what's going to be. I'm looking at him, and quarterback Caleb Williams, Pete Goff. I don't know if you do the right thing with a quarterback. I think every quarterback in the NFL has potential to be a 40 touchdown guy with the right play calls and the right people around him.
Okay,
but the skill talent in Chicago is there at receiver.
Yeah.
It's not at running back.
Right.
Gibbs is 1,000 times better than any schmuck that's been on their roster since Walter Payton. I mean, they got DeAndre Swift trying to answer Jahmyr Gibbs. That ain't happening.
No.
And then Roshan Johnson is just a poor man's version of David Montgomery, Montgomery, by the way, fading fast.
Yeah.
That 2-pronged attack that was 2 years ago became a 1.5 last year, and now it's going to be the Jahmyr Gibbs show.
Gibbs is too good.
He's too good.
He's too good.
So they lack there, but I when it comes to the person, this is where we find out the chess v checkers is one of the ultimate examples. Well, same thing here. You got new guys coming in and with basically, real similar talent. What did the Jags add? Well, they added, Travis Hunter, obviously.
Well,
but the same running backs.
Did Ben Johnson make Jared Goff, or did Jared Goff make Ben Johnson?
I think probably
did the skill players that Detroit has accumulated help Ben Johnson for sure.
I don't think
Ben Johnson helped them. Yes,
it didn't. I never gave Ben Johnson. I never attached Jared Goff to Ben Johnson.
No.
Like Jared Goff, I just think is capable of having those. I attach Ben Johnson to the scheme that he's running, to the imagination of his play calls, to making Amon-Ra St. Brown a top 5 or 10 receiver.
Yeah.
Of taking Jahmyr Gibbs and utilizing every bit of that skill set. So that, I think, is what I would take more than what he did with Goff. I think more in Detroit, what he did was utilize every piece of that offense almost perfectly and do it often with some really ingenuitive play.
But, I mean, you got to, so Jared Goff's first year with Detroit.
Yeah, but what did he do in L.A. previously? That's my point. He had Sean McVay who was developing. He's also very good with quarterbacks. He had a year in L.A. where he threw for...
He had two really good years in 17 and 18. He threw a combined 60 touchdowns, 19 picks with a rating over 100.
Didn't he have a
combined.
4? Yeah, see, so that's why I can't give Ben Johnson that. Maybe he reconnected him a little bit, right? Or maybe there were some injuries that had to do with Goff, but because of Goff had played.
In 2021, we watched him with Detroit, and we all thought he was just a piece. He was just a piece to play quarterback, and they'd find their next guy.
I think we all thought that.
Yes. And so he threw 19 and 8, and he had a 91 rating. He threw for 3,200 yards, and they were terrible.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
That's pretty good on a team that won
it's not bad.
A game.
One game, right?
Yeah.
And so my point is, if Caleb Williams does that, are the people going to be screaming? Because we're so quick to judge now. Now after that.
Caleb Williams wasn't that. I think you can tell me what Caleb Williams' numbers were last year, and I'll tell you what I think his numbers should be this year. And if they're and anything that good shouldn't be screamed at.
Well, the last 3 years, 4,400 yards, 4,500 yards, 4,600 yards. 29 touchdowns, 30 touchdowns, 37 touchdowns, rating 99, 98, 111.
And because he had those 2 years in L.A., I would say that's Detroit's scheme and personnel catching up to how good Jared Goff is rather than making Goff that much better.
Yeah.
I think that's probably
If Jared Goff wins a Super Bowl, he might be a Hall of Famer.
Be close. He's been to another one.
Right. If he wins one.
If he wins one.
If he wins one.
Yeah, right now he's
got to win
he's
it.
never, he's never even placed in the MVP vote. He's not been a perennial Pro Bowler.
Mm-hmm.
He's got a lot working against him.
I mean, give me 29-7, Trev, 99 rating and 4,400 yards, and we'll dance.
Absolutely.
Dance.
Yeah.
And dance. We'll dance and celebrate.
So what do you have? What were Caleb Williams' numbers last year before we go to break? I think they were. I don't think they were as bad as people think.
In my mind, it's like
back in the
20
day. By the way, you could come in as a rookie. You could throw as many interceptions as touchdowns. You could complete 58% of your passes, and they didn't think you sucked for life.
20-6, 3,500 yards.
That's pretty good.
87.8. Mm-hmm.
So I would expect if you got a guy who last year on a bad team without great coaching went 20-6 with what completion percentage? 68.
I didn't.
Oh. If you got a guy that went 20-6, threw for over 3,000 yards, then Caleb Williams, he's right. Ben Johnson said this, and I like this too.
Mm-hmm.
Caleb should throw for 4,030 touchdowns. And based on that, I would agree with that. I think that's what he would do.
This is The Drill on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. It's a new season.
I like where this team's headed.
A new era.
The fan base has been great.
A new hope.
We're all here to win.
Yes! This is where the dream begins. The Pittsburgh Steelers, Saturday at 7 on 1010XL.
Hey, in a world where chains seem to take over, it's awesome to have a locally owned retailer who's only focused on Jacksonville, and Beard's Diamonds is your answer. Hicken here. You know all those other jewelers in the town center, they're owned by big Wall Street companies. Beard's Diamonds, they're local through and through, man. Lupo's been around here for a long time, serving our area for more than 40 years. And Beards runs circles around the big chains. Massive diamond inventory, all shapes, all sizes. Top bridal brands like Tacori and Viraggio. Strongest warranties. Beards wins on price every day. In fact, Beards, and listen up, guarantees to beat any national chain store on price. So don't buy anywhere until you get a second opinion at Beards. I'm just telling you, I'm sure you'll get a bigger, better quality diamond for your money. And it's backed by local folks who have integrity and local accountability. Don't buy a diamond in Jacksonville without seeing your best option, and that option is Beards Diamonds at the St. John's Town Center. Shop local. Shop Beards.
You gotta dip your chicken strips. Hey, this is Kiani.
And this is Tabitha.
And a little thing we love about Chick-fil-A chicken strips
is all the different sauces we can dip them in. I like to line up all my favorite sauces so that in every bite, I have a different flavor. Then with the tenderness of the chicken, the juiciness of it, it's all there.
And for me, I like to mix my sauces so I get a little tang and I get a little sweetness all in one bite.
That's what makes it for me. That's what does it for me.
That's what I'm saying.
It's the summer of Chick-fil-A chicken strips and sauces. Order now on the Chick-fil-A app. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Hey, it's Joe C. My friends at CSS Fireplaces and Outdoor Living can elevate your grilling experience with a durable high-end grill from great brands like Coyote, DCS, Alfresco, and American Made, and make an outdoor kitchen custom built to your taste and lifestyle. Visit their local showroom and see all the new displays at CSS Fireplaces and Outdoor Living.
You dream it, we build it. CSS.
1010XL is the home of Gator Nation and the Gator Bites podcast presented by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists. I'm Hacker, and we keep you connected with the University of Florida all year long. Get Gator Bites where you find podcasts.
The coolers are full at your local Gate gas station, making it easy for you to cruise in and cruise out with little downtime. Ice cold Coronas, Natty Lights, Stella Artois, and Michelob Ultra. Don't forget the king of beers, Cold Buds. Gate's got them in the cooler, waiting for you.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
Hey, it's Joe C. When was the last time you flushed out your water heater? Flushing a water heater each year improves its efficiency and extends its lifespan. So call Roland Reese Plumbing for a routine water heater flush out and any other plumbing needs. 260-7059. Roland Reese Plumbing.
Why choose a Sleep Number smart bed?
Can I make my site softer?
Can I make my site firmer?
Can we sleep cooler?
Sleep Number does that. Cools up to 8 times faster and lets you choose your ideal comfort on either side. Your Sleep Number setting. And now save up to $800 on select smart beds. Limited time. All Sleep Number smart beds offer temperature solutions for your best sleep. Check it out at a Sleep Number store or sleepnumber.com today.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
All right, just to piggyback on what we were just talking about, as we welcome you back to the drill, new and improved in 2025. History tells us at least one of the 2024 quarterbacks are going to be a bust. Who's the bust here?
Okay.
Right? Because, I mean...
And by the way, history's garbage a lot of the time.
Yeah, but this is tried and true, man. You go through every draft class.
And that's fine. Or do they all listen, they have to...
1983, you got Tony Eason.
It has to be a similar... standard, though. I mean, if you're going to give me if you're telling me those years that someone busted off of, man, sky's the limit, then
I'm just telling you that they get through their first contract and they gone off their team.
All right, well, give me the names.
Caleb Williams.
I think he'll be okay.
Jaden Daniels.
He'll be fine.
Drake May.
He'll be fine.
J.J. McCarthy.
But don't know.
Michael Penix.
Don't know.
Bo Nix.
No, I think I like
That's a
them
pretty
all.
good class.
Yeah, you're not getting rid of any of those. No team is ready to in any way.
I guess the only unknown is J.J.
because he hasn't played.
They're sky high about Drake May in New England.
They're sky high on Penix in Atlanta.
Jaden already proved it.
They're sky high on Penix in Atlanta. In fact, I am told by some sources, my son,
okay,
to make a little wager on Michael Penix Jr. most passing yards.
Wow,
it's like 25-1, I think.
All right, Bo Nix is. They love him in Denver.
Yeah, Bo Nix is gonna have to prove to me that style can win. He still don't. Yeah, but they won. He was good. Definitely good.
Yeah, he was terrific.
Tough year to try and win Rookie of the Year last year. I mean, those receivers or those quarterbacks. Who won the award anyway? Who ended up winning?
Won what?
Rookie of the Year last year. Offensive Rookie of the Year. DT, Google it. There's a lot of names there. That's why you can't remember. Lad McConkey,
Jaden Daniels?
Jaden Daniels.
I think it was Jaden Daniels.
It may have been. Jaden Daniels didn't have a great. He had a Caleb Williams statistical year.
Oh, it was Jaden Daniels.
It was Jaden. Yeah. And it's voted before the playoffs, so that's not as easy an answer as it is after the playoffs. They made that run.
Rap Sheet says veteran defensive lineman Austin Johnson is signing with the Jaguars.
Okay, what's his story?
Former Bills free agent adds depth to Jacksonville. That's a defensive lineman. Again, we start connecting the dots.
That's
Where's
right.
Eric Armstead, right?
Well, we also start connecting the guy. You can
Titans second round pick in 2016. He's played for the Giants and Chargers. Austin Johnson.
Well, now you can also start there. We're deep enough in that you can see, okay, we're concerned here. This is where if you're a player at these positions that they're now, after a week of camp and they're now deciding they need to fortify, that's no bueno for you. Like when Walker Little, when you see Anton Harrison go trotting over to your spot there on left tackle, if you have a pulse, it should be pounding. Whether you have one, I don't know. The Texans would say you don't.
So, yeah, I mean, that's something to take note of going forward. So, interesting times. And listen, they're all trying to figure out their way and go forward. So, we'll see. We lost a legend yesterday, man. Lonnie passed. Lonnie Anderson.
Really?
79 years young.
Sex. That's kind of young.
Baby, if you ever wondered ever became of me. I'm living on the air in Cincinnati WKRP. I once interviewed Lonnie Anderson.
Yeah, I have.
Terrific.
Sure.
Was out in California for the Knowles, Brigham Young, and Bert came to practice, and he brought his wife, Lonnie. They were married for 6 whole years. Beautiful Hollywood wedding. But she was very sweet and very nice and very Lonnie. She was a blonde bombshell.
Yeah,
she was
a buxom blonde bombshell.
Yeah, she was
Those
one
were a
that-
thing. Like her, Morgan Fairchild's another one.
Back in the day,
of course, I made out
ladies,
with her at the Alhambra.
Yeah, back in the day, ladies and gentlemen, we had
Morgan
posters.
Fairchild, yeah.
I thought you made out with Hot Lips.
No, it was Morgan Fairchild.
Morgan Fairchild?
Yeah, Loretta Swit's a little too old for me.
Okay. Did she just pass? She might have just passed. Anyway, back in the day, we
Morgan
had
Fairchild passed out when
we had
Mrs. P allowed me. She was there.
Yeah,
it was a joke all week. Yeah.
We had posters back in the day, man.
Fairchild, that's the ticket.
Posters of
Lonnie, sure.
Farrah Fawcett.
They always wore a red swimsuit. Something
Lonnie Anderson.
Yeah. Those were things. It was an innocent age where, prepubescent boys.
Posters in our room.
They didn't.
Girls.
You know what they did back? You know what we did back in the day? We were 14E. We put posters up on the wall. You know what we didn't do? Go to the dark web somewhere and see godforsaken illicit material way before any person of that brain development should see it. That's the scary thing about innocence. Yeah. Yeah, you just put, and your parents allowed it because it's, maybe not completely tasteful, but it's just a little nitpick. A little nip.
Yeah.
Now you go online, God knows what they're seeing, what's being represented of what's natural.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
Good luck to all of you out there.
But yeah, so that was something. But yeah, it's sad to see that she passed away, and there was a lot of
Dolly Parton. There's another one. Those blonde, buxom blondes is what they were. Back
Suzanne
in the day.
Summers.
Suzanne Summers, another buxom blonde.
She was in the posters.
Yeah. We had a few of them back in the day.
Yeah. But Lonnie was
We could
one.
forget
Lonnie
the
was
thigh
right
master.
there.
Huh? How many guys signed up hoping to be Suzanne Summers' thigh master?
Lonnie was right there.
Let me be your thigh master.
So, anyway.
The girl, Barbara Eden.
Jeannie
was fantastically pretty for kids. Who was like the number one crush when we were kids? Probably Ginger.
She was kind of
Hollywood for you?
Farrah.
Yeah,
Popularity.
That's a little different. Ginger was earlier. Ginger's like your 6, 7, 8-year-old crush, and Farrah was more like you got a little testosterone in your crush.
Yeah.
You're a little older for her.
Yeah. All right, we'll take a break. We'll keep it rolling. Yeah, we got the 9 o'clock Nasty. McNasty's here. So I don't know what posters he had, but I don't think they were.
McNasty is of this generation. He went straight online. Age 8, McNasty saw things online that shaped him.
Yeah.
Let's just say that.
Fair enough.
It's just the drill.
The drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Because life without sports is missing. The Jaguars and the Gators and the Knowles and the Dogs and thank goodness there's sports and 1010XL.
Hey, Hickey here for my friends, the cleaning freaks at Zero Res. Back to school time, right? End of summer, and we got special things happening with Zero Res. You need to get that house cleaned up, get ready for the school year. Zero Res has got you covered. Right now, you want to get that room of yours, that floor of yours, Zero Resified, and they can do it all, man. They can get anything done that you need to. Right now, get that home Zero Resified and get 3 rooms of carpet clean starting at just $135. Plus, they're throwing in a free hallway and take $100 off air duct cleaning. Yeah, you heard me. Schedule your appointment at ZeroResJacksonville.com or call 287-5727. 287-5727. Ask for the 1010XL special. It's Zero Res, man. You spell it backwards, you spell it forward. Zero Res. It spells the same.
I used to dread going to the dentist. Every visit felt like a sales pitch with constant upselling, surprise fees on my bill, and I could never get in when I needed to. But Harbor Dental Care? Totally different. They saw me the next day, gave me honest pricing up front, and even set me up with a payment plan I could actually afford. No pressure, no surprise charges, just kind people who get it. If you want to experience dentistry the way it should be, book your appointment today at harbordental.care. That's HARBOUR dental.care.
They were right. It could have waited. I can't believe it happened to me. Reaching to check my phone. Now my family has to hear that I'm never coming home again.
Officer?
I'm so sorry. I have some very sad news to share with you.
Every day, 9 people on Florida roadways don't make it home. I was one of the people that didn't make it home.
Ride with Do Not Disturb. Every trip, every time. Let's get everyone home safely. A message from Florida Department of Transportation, Target Zero. For more information, visit targetzerofl.com.
Go inside your home team's locker room with Jags beat reporter Hayes Carline.
Check out my blog at 1010XL.com.
So you can catch all the news and nuggets you need to know.
My blog is brought to you by Roland Reese Plumbing,
where quality and experience count.
Aren't you just happy when you can handle all your needs in one location? Well, introducing Allstate agent Mandy Bowers in Mandarin. Whether it's home, life, business, or auto, Mandy covers it all. In fact, bundling policy is a great way to add extra savings. Mandy and her crew can do that. Allstate is offering lower auto insurance rates this year. Mandy can do that. You need to give Mandy Bowers a call in her Mandarin office, because when it comes to getting it all done under one roof, Mandy can do that.
Home of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
This is Mark Nato. My sons and I have seen the doctors and PAs at Southeast Ortho for everything from lumbar spine stress to elbow tendonitis. Southeast has always been there, been truthful, and always been on point. Everything they say happens. We can't thank them enough for what they've done and the great care that they have taken of our sons.
Relieve pain and get back to life. Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
This is Greg Huntington, a.k.a. The Mangler. I'm on the winning team at Waste Management. If your business needs sustainable environmental services for waste removal and recycling collection, then you can count on the industry leader of WM to deliver results. Go to WM.com/Duval.
Lauren Brooks here for Terminix. As temperatures warm up around us, ants come out in droves. And when they move into your home or business, it's unnerving. Terminix knows that ants add up fast, but Terminix subtracts them faster, because living with ants isn't any fun. When ants show up, so does Terminix. Don't live with an ant problem, Terminix it. Visit Terminix.com today to schedule a free inspection online. That's TERMINIX.com.
Duck Duck Rooter. We've seen it all. Whatever's blocking your pipes, we'll get it flowing again. Call 904-862-6769 now to schedule your drain cleaning service. That's 904-862-6769 or online at duckduckrooter.com.
Here's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update, sponsored by Duck Duck Rooter Plumbing, Septic, and Air Conditioning. Cornerback Levi Wallace is headed to Duval. The former Steelers signed with the Jags, adding veteran presence to a young secondary. In Florida MLB action, the Dodgers blanked the Rays, and the Marlins swept the Yankees with a win on Sunday. That's your Southeast Orthopedic Specialist local sports update. I'm Sam Nelson.
At 8:59, it's 78 degrees. Time and temp. Brought to you by Bueller Air and Plumbing. Stay cooler with Bueller.
1010XL is presented by Farah and Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
I'm fed, feeling X-rated. It's Mr. Nasty time. Oh, Mr. Nasty time. The nasty time.
It's time. Now, it's time for the 9 o'clock nasty on the drill. We're wasting time. Here are Jeff Prosser, Dan Hicken, and E.T.
All right, welcome back to the program. Time to get nasty right here on the drill. McNasty's along for the ride. Hicken, Prosser, E's here as well. We're rocking and rolling. Football season here Friday. We have a big day Friday, man. Hopefully a lot of you have already gotten your free tickets. Lunch on Us over at the Alhambra. Right? That's coming up this Friday, the day before the Jags and the Steelers.
Roxbury and Bill chasing a 90-yard run.
Freddie T will be there as well. He's the sort of guest of honor, and we'll let you guys ask him questions. We'll ask questions. We'll hang out. We'll talk ball. We'll talk some Jags. We'll talk some Gators as well. We'll talk memories. We'll have a good time with Fred Taylor. So that's coming up this Friday at the Alhambra, and you have a chance to join us. Keep listening here. We're about almost done now, though. Haven't we given out most of the tickets?
Oh, we're running low. We got a couple more, but we're running low.
Yeah, so keep listening. But it's your last couple days, last chance to get there. And all we ask is that you make sure those tickets are used, because, lunch is on us.
For sure.
We're buying. So
yeah, we're going to talk football, get you ready for the football seasons. The Jags preseason opener comes up this Saturday night. It's that I think a first-time head coach needs preseason games.
Yeah, I think it helps.
Probably, yeah. I think the game this week is most important for Liam Coen than anybody else on the Jaguars.
For sure.
After that, not so much.
Yeah, let him go through it a couple times.
Right, and especially this. He's going to have to find that balance. And if you think it doesn't matter, the discussion point, the narrative, I will refer you to the nonstop Doug Peterson, Taylor, who's calling, who's not calling plays.
Mm-hmm.
He's been up front. He's calling plays. And you got to find that balance of being the head coach, managing the game, and managing your possessions when you're on offense and finding how much you're relying on other people. You have an offensive coordinator. He's there for a reason.
Right.
He's not going to be, silent and invisible on game day.
Yeah.
And
as fans, we've talked about this before. There are play callers. The great ones are the ones that you're watching the game and you go, ooh, that was a good play call.
Right.
Oh, that caught me off guard. It's things of that nature. If that happens a couple, 3 times a game, that person's a pretty good play caller. They're going to have bad play calls. It happens.
And
the game's moving. It's flying. You're doing this. You're doing that. It's going to happen. But it'll be fun to watch because he has a reputation of being a pretty good play caller. So it'll be fun to see.
When you hire I would say this for any NFL team, and I think most this is the case. When you hire an offensive coordinator, he dadgum sure ought to be your play caller. That's what you're getting him for. You're getting him because of what he can do calling plays. And let him come in now after 3 years. He's confident enough in his guy. I got to be honest. At the end of the day, I like my coaches to be head coaches with really good offensive coordinators. I want them to have a hand in the offense. It can be their concepts. It may even be their offense.
Right.
But on game day, I'd prefer somebody else sending in the play. I would. It's a lot to entertain. And it's a fast pace, where there's an important moment nonstop. And when it comes to all these things that Liam Coen wants to make sure happen, and that is more than anything, it's about that clock, isn't it, Hick? It's about getting that play call quick, staying on time, never scrambling at the 5-second mark to get a play off or wonder what the play is. And that is a lot easier when it's just you, the offensive coordinator, and and he also comes from Tampa, by the way, where Todd Bowles a defensive guy.
Yeah.
Right? So Todd Bowles hires his offensive coordinator. It's yours. That's your baby. I doubt that he's meddling much in it. And so you're going to have to balance those duties, and you get to learn on the fly in these preseason games. So I think there's an extra value this week in this home opener for the head coach.
904.
It's a battle cry.
Yeah. Yeah, 904. So, yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be fun to see the game on Saturday and see the Jags getting after it with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Again, I don't expect – now, we'll find out today who's going to play, not play, et cetera, or, what the plan is for the starters. It wouldn't shock me if he wants to get his guys out there for a couple series, one series. We'll see. It's so funny. There was never when we went from 4 to 3 in the preseason, there was never even a doubt that we're still not going to play the starters in the first
and they play less,
and then they
play even less.
And then they don't play at all in the last game.
Right. They play even
less. So they play basically a half of football in the second preseason game, which tells you, and again, it's going to happen here in the next couple years. We'll go to 18 regular season games, good Lord, and 2 preseason games. That's coming.
I would
100%.
If it were me, I would. If it were me, and maybe y'all would be just cussing me up and down on Monday morning, I'd play my guys. I'd play them more than other people are. I got to get my football team ready. I'm a 4-win team. Is there anybody on this roster that's proven enough to me on the field that they're good? Let's go beat the hell out of some people and play.
Yeah, we did that last year.
Quarter and a half football, did we? We won our preseason games. I don't remember them.
Yeah, that's right. You don't remember.
Right.
So that's
we
why
played the Chiefs without Mahomes. I remember that.
Yeah, that's why it doesn't make sense to play him.
Just to get some reps. Well, if it doesn't make sense for the starters, why does it make sense for the backups?
Because they're fighting for jobs.
Well, the starters should be.
Yeah. Well, the starters, listen, it doesn't matter if you're good or not good. We know who the starters are going to be.
For the most part.
Yeah. I mean, there's a few competitions going on.
I wonder how many are still going.
Yeah.
The ones we identified before the season, I don't feel like I know any better.
Yeah.
The Bigsby Etienne's probably the most.
Bigsby took the first.
That's the biggest
carry.
one.
I think Bigsby's going to be the starter.
That's the most visible, the most notorious.
Who are your safeties on?
Well, and that is still one. There are a couple others, but none of those battles are going to catch your attention like the Bigsby, like Bigsby.
Dewey and Murray.
Yeah, Murray is starting for sure, right? Yeah, it's
Dewey started the other night.
Yeah, who do you put back there with him? And it could be any of those guys and guys that are fighting for for their jobs right now. But again, I would also suggest to you, just like the starters in front of them, that what they do in preseason, and we see this play out. We see these guys at the bottom of the roster have great preseason games, and then cut day comes, and what happens? They get cut with the rest of them. It's like they don't put any stock at all in those game results. I'm sure it's a much bigger picture of what they've done every single practice and every single training camp workout. But that being said, you'd rather see guys play well than not.
Yeah,
for sure. I don't know Andy Reid's a pretty good coach. He always plays his guys. That seems to be the narrative every year, right? That the Chiefs starters are going to play the first quarter. Don't they do that with Mahomes and the boys?
I don't know. I don't think it's that big a deal either way, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't either. I guess it's probably just the selfish part of me would just rather see starters play than backups. I mean, it really does. It does doesn't take long until you realize just how different this is from being a regular season NFL football fan.
And it's very early. And one of the mantras I thought for the Jags to have the success, they need a lot from their draft class. And outside of Hunter, I haven't seen a lot. Like I haven't seen Wyatt Milam forging into the starting role as an offensive lineman.
I think Ranshaw is the one you like to see flash a little.
He's hurt. And he hadn't done anything.
He's been hurt. He hadn't done anything.
I mean, so all these rookies.
McLeod has been hurt.
The best rookie besides Hunter is probably Kaiser. Kaiser's made plays.
For sure. I don't think it's probably. I think that's without a doubt that's the best outside him. And McLeod, the hybrid edge rush outside backer, he's been hurt and hadn't played. Like you said, Milam hadn't played. Some of the Macari hadn't been able to play, and I know that's not a draft pick, but some of the free agent guys aren't playing as well. Yeah. I mean, the old best abilities, availability line comes to mind.
Yeah.
They seem to be pretty – got some back issues going on here, buddy.
Wow.
Yeah, we're supposed to have a nice little day today.
Yeah.
To run it back of some high stakes, high dollar matches. We're at the Furyk and Friends Media Day and
took a little beating last week, so we got our money back.
Yeah, I mean, would you be willing just to go, you and your partner, straight up against me and Holmes?
Absolutely.
Yes. Yeah, you will. Yeah. Oh, I like how he sounded.
He confident.
Did you hear that? I hope Holmes is driving in right now. I hope he took note of that tone right there. Absolutely.
That's what it was.
I thought he just stopped short of how many strokes we're going to give you. So, yeah.
I'm going to keep throwing stuff on the ground and say, Pros, can you pick that up? I dropped that wrapper.
Yeah, no, I'm afraid I think mine whatever. No one cares. Yeah, I'd probably need to go to the doctor and not just a chiropractor. I got something going on.
Well, then you should.
Yeah. I keep thinking it's you know how you feel when you I can't have a kidney stone every other week and then it go away, but that's what it feels like. You know what I mean? When you get that piercing feeling.
Don't mention that word.
But it can't be that. They don't linger for like 2 months, do they? Or do they? And maybe it's just flaring up every now and then when it gets somewhere. I've had one before and this seems different. Whatever.
I don't know what to tell you.
What kind of a reception will Jalen Ramsey get Saturday night, boys?
Well, he won't play, so it won't matter.
But they'll be there or walk out on the field. Somebody will get in. I want to see some signs.
Guys ain't going to do anything.
I know. That's too bad.
No. I don't really see signs. Do we make signs?
I don't know. ET, in Green Bay, they have a sign-making section when you walk in.
Really?
Yeah, you go there, and the local Rotary Club is a little. They've got poster board and
markers,
and you make your signs.
Cool.
You take them in. I got to be honest. I don't know if I've ever been stuck behind a person with a sign at a football game. I wouldn't want to be.
Me neither.
Like every time there's a big play and they hold up their sign, hoping they want to. I don't need that.
And they're standing up to hold up the sign.
And at the same time, I'm not down in front guy. In fact, down in front guy annoys me. Down in front guy to me at a football game is a big Karen. That's just part of it, man. You run the risk of having to stand the whole game. And I'm sorry that either you or your wife's back hurts, but you're in the wrong place, buddy. Mm-hmm. Down in front, don't fly. And I've been the guy. Listen, there's been plenty of times I wish they were down in front of me, but you just can't go down in front at a football game. You just can't, in my opinion. Where are you on that, E?
I move around too much,
What about you, Hick? Are you down in front guy, or is that allowed?
Not down in front, though.
Can
you want to stand, you can stand.
Yeah, I mean, you can't.
I don't know what to tell you.
You can't back the down in front crew. You're at a football game. It gets excited, and there's always a reason you just got to be prepared to stand up a lot of the time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It just is what it is. I mean, it's I want the emotion. I want the home field advantage. I want the bank loud and screaming.
Good. I think most people are like
that. But I also understand that there are, some people there who are older age to want to sit and just enjoy the game and aren't the screamers and yellers, and that makes it a little bit frustrating. So
I can't take somebody sitting down behind me telling me to sit down.
Yeah.
That's tough at a football game.
It's tough at a football game.
You don't have the right to. There's nothing on the ticket that says you must stay seated. So you're never going to win the argument. You can go get security. They're going to say, well, ma'am, you're going to have to leave.
Yeah.
And by the way, if you are in that position and once you discover that, you're one and done, then stay home and watch the games on TV. So it wouldn't be fun. You know, I mean, I get it, but I don't think I would go to a game if I weren't capable of standing.
All right, we still got trending ahead. We got a lot more. It's the 9 o'clock nasty and more coming up right here on The Drill.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. He's not a senior citizen. He's Jacksonville's senior writer, John Osher. And knows your favorite football team. Wednesdays from 10 to noon on Jaguars Today. Served up by Twin Peaks. Eats, drinks, scenic views.
Hi, this is Dale Murray with Murray Automotive Group in Stark and Kingsland. Save yourself from those big city dealers and their fast-talking flim-flam tactics. No matter what your automotive need is, we've got you covered. Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and nobody beats our prices. And I mean nobody. Shazam! Plus our exclusive 15-year, 150,000-mile warranty included on every qualified vehicle. And we'll trade anything from AirPods to fishing rods. Compare our prices online at ShazamAuto.com. Then come see me, Dale Murray. I'll be waiting for you. Shazam!
Frank Franzi here for Coel Fencing. Jacksonville's full of memorable sports moments. Remember Tiger Woods' 60-foot putt on the iconic 17th? Gary Cote called it better than most. Better than most. Well, Coel Fencing is better than most. They're better than all. Coel has been that for nearly 100 years. So if you're in the market for a new fence, I recommend calling Coel & Sons today. That's at 904-356-4821 or visit CoilJacks.com. That's COYLE Jacks.com.
Weekends were made for sports, and I'll tell you my take on this weekend's most interesting option. 1010XL's Media Mogul Hicken here. Watch for Musing with the Media Mogul on YouTube and Facebook. Made possible by Tucker Equipment Rentals in Neptune Beach.
Hey, Jacksonville, I'm sure by now you've seen our bright green GFL trucks and containers throughout the greater Jacksonville area. We are an industry leader in solid waste and would love the opportunity to earn your business. We are committed to customer service, reliability, and have unwavering focus on safety. Whether commercial or construction, let us haul your waste away. Call 904-760-5880 to get a quote today. GFL, green for life.
Instant Keys. You don't have to go to the dealer. Instant Keys comes to you. For lost or broken keys or nearly any make and model of vehicle, call 722-1111 for Instant Keys locksmith service.
Bueller. Stay cooler with Bueller.
Hey, Jason, got a minute?
Always. What's on your mind?
This time of year, my air conditioner is running non-stop. Hot all day, hot all night. It has to run constantly just to keep up.
Well, that's what they do.
But if something happens to it in the middle of a 2-week heat wave, I'm in trouble, Jason. I can't wait 3 days or 2 days or even the next day for service. If you can't get someone here today, I'm sweating by tonight. What if it breaks, Jason?
You call me, pal. That's what we do. Bueller Air and Plumbing.
But you're probably swamped with calls from everyone else's AC that ran nonstop and then broke in a heat wave, so they called you because that's what you do.
But we always have room for an emergency. At Bueller Air and Plumbing, we have techs standing by because we know these things happen.
So I don't need to worry. Wow. That time you calmed me down without even using the sunglasses.
Oh, I was reaching for them.
Stay cooler with Bueller.
Visit BuellerAir.com.
When you step into a courtroom, you're stepping into a fight. Someone wins, someone loses. I'm attorney Brett Hastings, and at Hastings Injury Law, we've got the experience you want in your corner if you or a loved one suffer a personal injury or a wrongful death. We're here to fight for you. So if you get hit, hit back with Hastings Injury Law, offices Jacksonville. Find us on the web at 904hitback.com or call our 24-hour helpline, 904-HITBACK.
Baloo here for Smunez Vision. Why Smunez Vision? Well, I've been with Dr. Neil Smunez now since I got back to Jacksonville in 2006. 37 years of experience he has. Smunez Vision is a family organization that focuses on personal high-quality medical and surgical eye care. Dr. Catherine Smunez is fellowship trained in cornea and cataract surgery and all refractive surgery. Combined, that's 30 years plus in laser eye surgery. Visit SmunezVision.com today. Care you can see.
Hi, I'm Mac with Baker Glass.
If you've got fogged up windows, let me help. We'll replace them with clear, insulated units that brighten up your home. People say we're fast, friendly, and reliable. Just check out our Google reviews. Call me today. Baker Glass. No one treats you better.
Team 10XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
Oh, yeah. Welcome back to the program. Hanging out here on a moon day. College ball in full swing, right? Teams are working, getting ready. It's just about upon us, man. You know, we'll make our way through August, and then end of the month, the Gators will get going. They'll be taking on LIU in what amounts to a preseason game, but it'll count nonetheless. And FSU will have Alabama on that first Saturday. We have so many great games. I mean, it's such a good, exciting time. So time to get pumped up about that. We'll be back tomorrow. We got the Lockett Law High School report, so we'll do that. That'll be back in full swing. Chris Doring will join us here on the program starting in a week or two as well, and he'll give us a Gator report every Tuesday. I believe we'll have him on in the 7 o'clock hour. So, and he gives us great insight into the Florida program. And, man, so much at stake for the Gators and Billy Napier this year going forward, and how will he do? And we should be dropping our Gator Roundtable this week with Spurrier, Matthews, and Doring. So lots of good content coming your way.
And then the sugar hits the fan in the football season as we start our Insta React podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Following the Gator games this year.
Wow. Yeah, that's going to be crazy.
Yeah. We're going to have to.
That's dicey, man. It's going to be dicey.
Yeah. I'm just going to try my best to not just overflow the cuss bucket.
Yeah.
A winning will help. I do have two things. I have had two great bouts of bits of news, Dan.
Okay.
You guys can feel this out here. Whenever you're trying to, or say you got something going on and there's inevitably going to be conflicts or work or otherwise. Mm-hmm. One thing about this Saturday deal
is
that, you know, in the past, all these sites, we didn't have to worry so much about Saturday night if something was going on. A lot of stuff happens in the fall on Saturdays.
Oh, yeah.
You know, the parties and get-togethers. And
50-50 on if we make it every Saturday.
Yeah, one of us.
Yeah.
But anyway, the two major things that I have, I'm taking Miss P out of town for her birthday.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm playing, a local member guest with a buddy and friend that I play with every year.
Mm-hmm.
And I caught how about this? Those 2 weeks, Gator off Saturdays.
Oh, how about that?
Really the big win. Well, the big win really is for Hick.
Yeah.
Because those were two that I don't have been missing a week, but that is a terrific win to not have to worry about that. If there's one thing in the world I hate to do is put someone else out. That's my pet neuroses. I don't like putting people out.
Do either of you know the name Cooper Lukenhaus? Cooper Lukenhaus
is a terrific. He's one of the best mini golf players in the world. He's from Denmark.
Cooper Lukenhaus is an American.
Okay, yeah. Well, but he's from Denmark.
He's
poker player.
He's
mini golf.
He's 16 years old.
Yeah, one of the best. Oh, I know who this is.
He ran 142.27, 4 seconds faster than the previous high school 800-meter record. Unreal. Cooper Lukenhaus made the World Championship team.
Did our guy run this weekend?
Yeah, I mean, you have to get Dylan to get an update, but I
didn't see. I looked at the top.
I don't know if he made the finals.
He didn't make the finals. Was that surprising?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, they peaked. Well, I mean, I'm just going by finishing fourth in the 100-meter U.S. the Olympic trials. I was expecting him at the U.S. Nationals to be in a similar spot.
Mm-hmm.
So that was curious. I also saw this. There's a dude. ESPN was going through their states. They ended up in South Carolina, but they were doing. I have some big cornhole tournament there. Did you see the cornhole poker pro? He's 11.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he's 11. He's turned pro in cornhole. Apparently one of the best cornhole players in the world. I mean, I don't know what to tell you.
9 o'clock nasty. Le'Veon Bell tweets this out.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
I'm so done with edibles. I was on the toilet trying to put my seatbelt on.
Yeah, that's way TMI. Yeah, way
That's some outrageous
TMI.
tweets.
Yeah, and I don't know what kind of edibles he's referring to.
And Ben Shelton and Flavio Caboli had a tennis match.
The Flavio Caboli?
And
I don't know him. Who was that?
It got tense.
Who was who? Oh, it's just a guy.
Yeah. I think Ben won, and there's some. They are arguing up a storm. They argued at the net. They got off, and they're still going back and forth on it. Ben Shelton and Flavio Caboli.
Who won the match?
I think Ben won.
I mean, what's left for him is to win a major, right? That's what he needs to do. A Sinner, I believe, knocked him out at the British at Wimbledon, and so now the U.S. Open will be getting started here in what, three weeks. Usually mid end August is when we. The best though confrontation to me came from the 200-meter finish. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Who knew what this, like, you can get away with the stare down in other sports.
And boys don't like each other.
But it's beyond. I take this, and maybe you can help me here. I feel like the stare down was viewed as way more disrespectful in track than it is in other sports.
Probably.
I mean, we see it in other sports all the time. A dude will hit a three, he'll stare his guy down. Or you see it in baseball, he strikes someone, he'll stare him down. Usually what happens is the other guy just doesn't pay attention.
I think he just doesn't like Noah. Because, like, come on, bro. All he beat you.
Yeah.
And he stared down at you. You don't like him, beat him.
Yeah, well.
For you to push him afterwards?
I guess the problem with the guy is, well, I do beat him. That's the problem.
Correct.
You're going to give me the stare down. Last time we raced, I beat you. So,
right.
So, that part of it, maybe he's just not naturally he's more of a sportsmanship guy than a trash talking guy.
Mm-hmm.
I think that bothered him a little bit.
Can't be too much of a sportsman guy if he pushes him afterwards.
Well, there's fair. It would have been better had he
failed.
Yeah.
Yes.
If he spills there, we got a really good story.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, we get a really good story.
Got an update on our guy, Christian.
What do you got?
He pulled his hammy in the semifinal.
Okay. Well, there you go. That's why I was saying he's very good, among the best in the country. I would have expected.
That's per our boy
at least
Dylan.
see him in the field. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Thank you, Dylan. Man, the athletes are getting so good and they're getting so diverse in their skills that I think we're starting to. They're getting diminished. And what I mean is this. Julio Rodriguez apparently set a Major League Baseball record yesterday, and I can't yawn with any wider mouth than I will. These numbers don't impress me anymore. Do you know what record he set?
2020?
Julio Rodriguez made Major League history. He went with his fourth 2020 year. Doesn't do it for me a bit. I had a guy last year went 50-70, bro. I can't play your little 2020 game. That's child's play.
No.
2020 is not a great year anymore. And so you can do it 100 years in a row. It's just an average year, 2020. The Acuñas and Otanis and Tatis, these guys have ruined it for everyone. I mean, we got guys shooting for 50-50. You can go 2020. I mean, by the way, it may be the fourth. There'll be a lot more. What will the ultimately Major League record be then for 2020 seasons if right now 4 leads? Some dude's going to come along and have 10 of them.
Yeah.
I mean, how many does Ohtani have?
I like, speaking of starting out your career, I like the Micah Parsons stat that he is the only NFL player with a dozen sacks in each of his first 4 seasons. The only other player to do that was Reggie White. That's pretty good company for Micah Parsons.
Oh, yeah.
By the way, the actual stat is, and it could hang longer, like Ohtani can't catch it. He's the first to start his career with 4 straight 2020, and I'm still unimpressed. He's a good player. I'm not saying that, but 2020 is just not a thing anymore.
My Mariners are on the come in the American League.
Are they? Well, good for you.
Yeah.
They played my Rangers, I believe, this weekend, didn't they? Or was that?
I thought your team was the Tigers.
I'm moving around.
I can't keep track.
Rangers, Tigers, Cubs, Brewers. That's where I'm going. Casting my lot with those teams.
Somebody. One of them will win.
Sure. Well, no, it's not. I guess you've misunderstood what my rooting interests are. It has nothing to do with who wins. If those 4 teams win, then a team.
Well, why would the American League bother you? Is there somebody in the American League?
I don't like the Yankees.
Oh, okay.
I don't want the Astros to win. I like those teams. I like Seattle.
You don't
like
like
Texas.
the Astros?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. Yeah, no, not at all. I like them when they played the Phillies.
Didn't you beat them?
Yeah.
Why don't you like the Astros?
Familiarity, contempt. Okay. I mean, I grew up. The Braves, Astros were division rivals. Played them all the time. They're
rivals.
For 100, they're probably our biggest rival because we were the 2 bad teams.
Stros and the Braves?
Stros and Braves.
Who knew?
NL West.
The Disastros, they used to call them.
the Disastros and Braves and Padres. The 3 of us were terrible. And then the Giants, the Dodgers, and the Reds, especially the Dodgers and Reds, were good. So, and then, by the way, I mean, you may not remember, but that's some wickedly disappointing playoff losses to Houston through the years.
Yeah.
There's some scar tissue there when it comes to the Astros. And the whole Chris Burke thing.
Chris Burke.
You 2 idiots played that.
That was me and Beefy.
That drop in for 10 years. They dropped it in for 10 years, Chris Burke.
We used to take the one.
You remember who he hit that off of?
No.
I do.
We used to take the play that eliminated
Smoltz.
That eliminated the Braves, and we would play it over and over again.
That's back when the Cubs and Mets never went to the playoffs.
We didn't go.
So they were even more mean and spiteful about it. But we've won another World Series since, and all's good.
Dang.
Yeah, we won't be winning one this year.
No.
JAs. I got a negative review from Detective Larry on Happy Gilmore too. Larry, you're wrong, man. Don't be that guy. Looking at Terry, it was fine.
Yeah,
I can't get that hour 47 back. Well, damn, then you don't deserve to have it. Take an hour 47 nap next time. There's nothing wrong with Happy Gilmore 2. Don't be that guy trying to pick apart Happy Gilmore 2. Don't do it.
Don't let him browbeat you, Larry. Stand
tall. Too many people like the movie. You're the one that was giving it A+, 5-star ratings.
I didn't give it A+ 5-star rating at all.
Yeah, 100% you did.
I said it was so stupid it was good. That was my I thought you
were talking about me when you said that. That's never mind.
No.
Yeah,
So
I misunderstood there.
Yeah, that was where
I think Happy Gilmore, when it comes to So Stupid It Was Good, is doing a disservice to Happy Gilmore. It's better than So Stupid It Was Good.
Okay, we'll see. There you go.
Yeah.
My only comment about the Metropolitans today is that David Stearns has done a lot of great things, but he made a huge mistake in plucking Frankie Montas from the Brew Crew. We let Jose Quintana go, who was 8-4 with a 3.5 ERA in Milwaukee, ironically.
Right now.
We let Sevy go, and we could have re-signed Louis. He wanted to stay. He would have stayed at a cheaper price than Montas. Montas has been nothing short of a disaster and has provided nothing to this ball club all year long, and probably should be. And I think my gut is they will call up one of their young kids and give him a start in Montas's place. That's how bad he was. Staked to a 1-0 lead yesterday. He probably gave up 7 runs in less than 4 innings. Can't do that.
We are relegated as a spectator here.
Yes.
The Braves are, so I will enjoy just watching you twist in the wind, first trying to win the division. It matters. To win that division.
Want to win it.
You'd rather win it than not. And to be honest with you, here's a story that's not being told loud enough in the National League. Here's what's happened in the National League as the Dodgers have not proven to be the team we thought they were. The top seed is there for 6-7 different clubs.
Oh, yeah.
They're all, let me look at the exact.
Well, Milwaukee's the leader.
Yeah, but I'm just saying within they're the top of the National League right now, and it is to your point, it's Milwaukee right now. But the top of the National League between Milwaukee and the Mets, even go to the Padres, only 5.5 games. The top seed is a big deal.
All right, well, we'll see what's trending when we return right here on The Drill.
The Drill. From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
Frank Frangie here. Nimnick Buick GMC is proud to be the #1 Buick GMC dealer in Jacksonville. Earned by treating customers with courtesy, respect, and fairness. All part of Nimnick's Treating You Right guarantee. The most Buicks, GMCs, and Jacksonville's only Car Bravo dealer. Nobody but Nimnick. For 3 generations, Nimnick has been the place customers keep coming back to. They treat you right, and they give a bunch back to the community. Visit NimnickBuickGMC.com today to learn more or visit their showroom off Phillips Highway. GMC, we are professional grade.
For over 55 years, Green Acres Sporting Goods has proudly served Jacksonville from the corner of Normandy and Hammond Boulevard. From archery to hunting and fishing, they've got the gear, service, and know-how to get you outdoor ready. Stop by their full-service archery pro shop and check out their wide selection of firearms. And while you're there, sign up for their weekly concealed weapon classes. You can find it all at greenacressporting.com.
This date in sports history is brought to you by Southeast Orthopedic Specialists.
On August 4th, 1984, Carl Lewis wins his first Olympic gold medal in the 100-meter dash.
Homeowners, storms don't wait, so why should you? Protect your home and your wallet with Universal Roof and Contracting. Save up to 20% on roof replacements and repairs now through August 31st. Financing is available with payments as low as $115. Call 855-ROOF-HELP for your free inspection. Universal Roof and Contracting. Protecting your home, building your trust. License number CCC 057165, CBC 1258484.
UniversalRoof.com.
Experience the Jacksonville Rock Orchestra as they bring to life the legendary sound of Journey.
Took the midnight train going Eddie.
Feel the power of Faithfully. Rock out to Wheel in the Sky and sing every word of Don't Stop Believing.
Somewhere in the night.
Friday, August 8th at the historic Florida Theater. One epic night of the Jacksonville Rock Orchestra featuring Journey. Get your tickets at floridatheater.com.
Florida heat hitting like a heavyweight? Time to call in the champ. KO Electric and HVAC. We knock out the heat and power up your comfort. Fast, reliable, and undefeated in home service. KOElectricJacks.com. KOElectricJacks.com.
Have you got concrete or asphalt rubble piling up? Arcosa Crushed Concrete will pay you for it and recycle it. They're just minutes from Everbank Stadium on Talleyrand. Call Arcosa Crushed Concrete and get paid for what you don't need. ArcosaCrushedConcrete.com.
Now this is how you end a summer. Under the lights, surrounded by history. The driver's last shot at the playoffs. Your last chance to see regular season action. Friday night, Xfinity lights the fuse. Saturday night, the Cup Series delivers the fireworks. This is Daytona. This is everything. NASCAR weekend at Daytona International Speedway, August 22nd and 23rd. Get your tickets now at DaytonaInternationalSpeedway.com.
Transmission troubles? I'm Robin Sidbury, owner of Action Transmission Specialist on Merrill Road. So come in and see how we can help solve your transmission troubles. We service all makes and models. Remember, get traction. Call Action at 744-0755.
Are you 18 years or older, just got married, just got divorced, or have children? Listen up. Have you done your last will and estate planning? If you have questions, call Matt Hinson with the Hinson Law Firm. Reach him at 527-1700. Office is Jacksonville, Florida. And don't let the state decide your fate.
1010XL is presented by Farah & Farah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville. Now, the cool down from the cool guys at Donovan Air Electric and Plumbing. Fast, reliable, and honest service since '87.
Oh, lots to cool down from as we rock and roll through this wonderful day. Having a good time here on a Monday. We got football back in Jacksonville, all kinds of things going on. But there's also things going on in the world of the world. Sometimes you got to dive into the world. And we got to see what's trending, and our guy E is prepared. This is brought to our friends at Oceanside Cleaners.
And by pants from the pants store.
Yes, don't want to ship your pants. But Oceanside Cleaners will take great care of them. Michael P. Harris and his family been doing Oceanside Cleaners for 35 years. It means stability, success. They know how to clean. If it's got fabric, they can clean it. That's what they say. Dry cleaning, laundry, bedding. Award-winning bridal gown preservation. Oceanside Cleaners, 2 locations to serve you. Jacksonville off Southside Boulevard and Ponte Vedra. They've got a kiosk there. You can drop it off. They'll still bring it back to you. I mean, they make it so easy. Just check with them, and they'll tell you when they come, where they'll get it. And they've been doing my laundry for years and years and years, dry cleaning my stuff. It's not my good looks, Jeff. It's that good-looking suits and ties and pants that I wear. That's what has carried me through 40 years of television.
I've wondered that all these years.
That's
you finally have answered me. We're getting a lot of check. As you might expect, our audience, they are not down at all with down in front guys and girls, the ultimate Karens of the sporting experience. So, But this is a fair point. This is true. One dude said, I barely sit down in my living room when watching football.
That's true.
That's fair. You get up and move around, nervous energy.
That's
even
true.
There. I don't want a world where 70,000 people go to a stadium and then sit down and stay seated. I don't want that. That's not fun at all. Anyway. We're going to trend.
Number 5.
Gentlemen, y'all know the name Busta Rhymes.
Oh, yeah.
Busta. That's B-U-S-T-A.
That is correct. Busta Rhymes was honored over the weekend where he received his Hollywood star.
Oh.
Busta
Shout out. Does Busta, they give a lot of those Hollywood stars away.
Right, they do.
Yeah, I mean, again, this is no disrespect. I'm not trying to throw shade at Busta. I'm sure he had his moment, but man, it feels like if you get a role as an extra in a film that they'll put you on that Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Fun fact about Busta and myself.
Oh, I love that.
When I go out of town a lot or something.
People think that's you?
Yes.
You know what? I was about to say you look kind of like Winnie, but I didn't want to do it, man. You know? I didn't want to open myself up to that conjecture and criticism. But yeah, I thought that same thing. That's funny you say that. Hick, you know what? But what was the last Busta had his stretch where he was in some movies, didn't he? Or is it just music?
I'm sure he was. Nothing that comes to mind. I should know more. But he definitely had a stretch in hip hop. He's definitely a staple in the hip hop world. But I can't think of any movies.
Let me see what we got here. Then we'll continue. If I have a update to add, I will. Most likely I won't.
Number 4.
Trying to look at some of the worst to get controversial stars on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Okay.
Has anyone ever been removed?
Ooh.
No one.
No.
But Donald Trump, Bill Cosby, Kevin Spacey. This is some of the people. I mean, the fact that Donald Trump has his Hollywood star is probably one of his greatest accomplishments ever.
Well, at least
right
he
in the
did
lair.
Well, I mean, at least though he had the TV show. The Apprentice, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Only one star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame has a star that you cannot walk on. It's on the wall. Would you like to guess who that is?
Humphrey Bogart.
Denzel Washington.
Muhammad Ali.
Okay.
Youngest person to have a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
The what now?
The youngest person to have a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Okay, I'm going to go Shirley Temple.
Britt and Melissa Gilbert.
I was going to say Justin Bieber. Britt. Okay.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and about to be and currently in the Naked Gun. 15 movies. Busta Rhymes is
Dang.
Guess who? What singer does not have a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame?
What singer?
Yeah, he said he was asked twice to accept a star, turned down the opportunity twice.
Sounds like Ted Nugent to me.
Scream Dream. Prince.
That's kind of silly. Why wouldn't you take that up? If they came to you today and offered you Dan Hollywood Hicken, would you accept the star, or would you just take that silly paper one that you put on one of the restroom doors?
He has a star here.
I don't think what's silly about that.
He made it.
I didn't put that on.
He made himself a
Station
star.
put that on for me.
Put it on there. Like it's his dressing room. We have a green room here.
Oh, that's funny.
All right.
Fellas, do y'all know the name James Howells?
Howells?
Yeah, Howells.
Is he any relation to Thurston?
Probably not.
Some dude that has a S that he shouldn't have in his name. That's who that is.
Well, this some dude, he abandoned his search for his hard drive.
Oh, the Bitcoin guy.
Oh, that accident.
Oh, the one that was looking for it in the dump.
Oh, it's worth millions, billions.
It's worth $950 million.
Well, can I go find it somewhere? I mean, can we resume the search or
I know, right? By 2030, it'll be worth $8 billion.
I will die not understanding one fraction of that whole Bitcoin thing. I don't.
Yeah,
what do you mean you mine it? What the hell does that mean? And how can you lose it if it's okay? Just reclaim it.
So he accidentally threw it away.
Yeah, how do you throw away cyber currency? What the hell?
Don't know.
I don't understand the thing at all.
Number
this money I've lost
Number
not
3.
investing in Bitcoin 10 years ago.
Fellas, I need y'all's opinion on this.
Yes, sir.
Like Carmelo Anthony, he has some pull when it comes to the basketball world.
Yes.
But does he have this much pull? Because he says that he's going to get Zion, Ja, and Anthony Edwards to participate in the dunk contest. Does Carmelo have that type of pull? That type of influence?
No.
I don't know. I guess we'll find out.
I'll say no.
Be interesting to see.
It will be. I say it doesn't happen.
Number 2.
I don't know why they don't. You know what the sad thing is too, E?
Your guy killed that, E. That's on your guy.
Well,
It is.
And here's the sad part about it. It speaks to just the beta that today's athlete brings to the table. It's ego. The only reason they don't do it is they're afraid not to win. They're afraid to embarrass themselves. They're afraid to put themselves out there. A bunch of sissies.
Yeah, it is. It's definitely ego.
Because you're not going to get hurt. There's no risk. You're just too scared to go have fun and put it out there, you cowards. And LeBron, yeah, it's his fault. You know who did it plenty of times?
Michael Jordan.
And all the other studs. You know who else did it? Kobe. They all did it. Except your guy.
It's passed on. The torch gets passed on, and he extinguished it.
It could have got relit, though.
Sorry to say.
I understand it could have got relit.
He should do it at 42.
Nah, it ain't the same. Not the same.
Number 2.
Moving on. I guess my chances with Sofia Vergara, those are diminished because she recently said that she declared that she will not date a man who has less money than her.
Is this the one that Brady was hooking up? Which one is Brady with? It's Vergara?
Yeah.
At the Hamptons there, they got into that little, Shoot your shot, Tom. You got more money than her.
Right?
I
Shoot your
I
shot.
bet you'd be surprised if you look up Sofia Vergara's net worth. Probably ain't all that.
It can't be that much.
Like 8 million, maybe.
man, Modern Family.
6-8 million, maybe at the most.
Oh, let's look.
Yeah, it
You know,
can't be
here,
that much.
there's this little secret. I've learned this when I look up some of these Hollywood types'
not
net
true.
worth. They spend it a lot.
Yeah.
So their net worth is low because they freaking spend all these money. I'm going to go 8 million is going to be my guess. Sofia Vergara net worth. Is that what you're looking up, Dan?
Yeah.
Oh, it's exciting. I can't tell for sure anymore.
I'm
because
interested.
He's been phone bound. Why do I look at some of the YouTube videos of the other shows? And
180 million.
180?
Yeah.
Wow.
Nice call.
That's a big one. That's a big one.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
Number
And this number one, this one's for you, Jeff.
Oh.
I've learned a few things over the years about my boys, my brothers, my uncles.
Yes, sir.
And one of the things I learned is Wizard of Oz is one of Jeff's favorite movies, if not his
Yes, it
favorite
is.
movie.
My favorite movie all time.
That's right.
Well,
I mean, yeah.
Jeff,
for a lot of reasons.
Will you be going to Vegas to the Sphere to watch the AI enhanced Wizard of Oz that starts August 28th?
Well, I mean, I won't go specifically for that, but if I were in Las Vegas, and yeah, you bet I would. That sounds cool. That Sphere sounds like something that we need to like make a point to go do.
Absolutely.
Have you been to Vegas since the Sphere popped up?
Yep.
Did you go to the Sphere?
Did not. I don't think there was a
You
show
haven't been
when
to
I was
Vegas,
there.
have you?
I've been to Vegas, but not the Sphere.
I mean, have you been since the Sphere?
Nah.
I can't remember if I was there right at the Sphere or right before. I think I was there right before Sphere opened. My brother was out there for when U2 played in the opening, in the beginning, back in the.
When it first jumped
Yeah,
off.
like what, a couple years ago now? The Sphere looks like that'd be a cool thing to do, though, doesn't it?
Absolutely. It definitely will be something I do if I go to Vegas.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's what's trending.
That it? That's number one?
Yep.
Take a break, make the turn for home next, right here on The Drill.
The Drill.
From the DivorceMenOnly.com studios.
60 days from now, you'll be one of these two guys. The first guy, sluggish, foggy, and feeling like he just can't keep up like he used to. The second guy, driven, strong, and confident. Why? Male Excel's breakthrough microdosing protocol, a daily low-dose testosterone. You don't have to be the first guy anymore. Be the second guy. Take the same steps he took. Try MaleExcel.com. 100,000 men chose wisely. Your move.
Since 1901, generations of skilled union workers have built the backbone of our community. Hospitals, schools, the buildings where you work. Every year, a new apprentice class of Local 234, plumbers, pipe fitters, and HVAC technicians is stepping up, trained, driven, and ready to do great things. They're not just building our city, they're building their future. Local 234, proud partner of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Visit UA234.com to become a member or contractor today.
Brian Wall here. Would you take your paycheck, go to the bank, cash it, and then simply throw it up in the air? I didn't think so. But in a way, over the years, that is exactly what you're doing if you have old or builder-grade windows in your home. Even if you have a brand new home, those windows are not the best windows you can have to save on your energy bills. Window World has sold millions of replacement windows to homeowners like you, and Window World's customer satisfaction is the highest in the business. Please check Window World out yourself and save on your new windows and on your energy bills. Compare with other companies and you'll see Window World is simply the best for less. It's up to you. You can call Window World and get a free estimate, get the best guarantee in the window replacement business, save money on your new windows, and save more on your energy bills. Call Window World today at 904-443-7001 or go online to windowworldneflorida.com. Thank you for your business.
Window World also offers energy-efficient doors.
Instant Keys. You don't have to go to the dealer. Instant Keys comes to you. Call 904-722-1111.
Instant Keys saves the day if you've lost or broken keys. They can program new keys and remotes for nearly every make and model of vehicle at a fraction of the dealership cost. Fast, honest, and reliable locksmith service. Call Instant Keys, 722-1111.
Feeling the Florida heat? Make sure your car's AC is ready with help from Big Chief Tire. Frank Frangie here. Right now, get $50 off all AC services at any of their 5 Jacksonville locations. Whether it's a quick recharge or a full repair, their expert technicians will keep you cool and comfortable on the road. Visit WeKeepJacksRollin.com or call 904-932-0950 to schedule your AC service today and take advantage of this limited one-time offer. Big Chief Tire keeps Jacks rolling.
DivorceMenOnly.com. This is Kenny Lay of Kenny Lay & Associates. Our firm specializes in representing men in family law. That's all we do. That's our only focus. We can help with all of your family law needs, such as divorce, custody, alimony, and child support. For over a decade, we have helped thousands of men with these types of issues. We even have an appellate division ready to challenge a judge's ruling. If you need a family law attorney, go to DivorceMenOnly.com. DivorceMenOnly.com. Offices, Jacksonville.
1010XL is presented by Farrah & Farrah, exclusive injury law firm of the Jacksonville Jaguars. Protecting you and your family. Call 396-5555. Jacksonville.
All right, back here on the drill. Live inside the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. Big week ahead. It's game week. Air quotes. Preseason opener. It's coming up Saturday at the stadium. Continue to track you down to game day. We got ticket giveaways and more as we go through this week and get you set for, get used to it. Pardon our dust for the next couple of years here in the stadium. We'll be playing under some, through some, renovations and some, a little bit of hardships here for the next couple of years. This year, close to capacity. Next year really goes down, doesn't it? Like more like half capacity next year, and then one full season away, and then we'll have our Taj Mahal, and away we go.
Yeah, that'll be great. And but there's going to be it's going to be interesting down there this year here, and you'll get a look at it on Saturday night for those who didn't go down to the scrimmage. But it's torn up outside, like around it. Like it's interesting, and there are a lot of challenges for this franchise to get this thing built, even with a season away from the stadium. There's going to be, I'm sure.
It seems that's always the case at every project everywhere, yes, doesn't it?
And I guess to their credit, they're jumping on it quick. They wanted to get started. They didn't want to, because I thought the original plan, and I may be wrong here, so I don't want to speak out of turn. I thought it was going to be kind of untouched, just do a couple cosmetic things here before this season. But they got going right when that season ended, and brother, there's a lot of stuff that's torn up down there. So it'll be interesting, and it'll be.
In fact, this will be a good dress rehearsal for the regular season of your season to figure out exactly. I don't know how you're getting. Maybe you're getting in the normal gates and everything. I don't know. Like for us, media, do we go in the same spot we always have? I have no idea.
I parked on the other. Just to give you an idea, for me, I parked on the other side of the stadium on Friday. Because, you could park in Lot J, but Lot J was packed by the time I got there. So I just said, let me go see if I can get in on the other side.
Did you go in the normal media entrance at the bottom there?
No.
You didn't? Is that open, or you just went in some other way just
I
because?
Don't know. I went all the way around the stadium. I went on the east side.
You didn't. How did you enter the stadium is my question.
Oh.
That's what I mean. Did you go in the normal media entrance there? No.
Because then I would have had to walk all the way around. I went in the other side, and they allowed me in.
Okay.
So.
Remember when we did our shoot thing that we all did? That's where I entered through there, kind of like by the flex.
You went. So you to get in, you went. But again, this is a little different deal than the normal media for when we on game day. So I don't know if we're gonna go up the escalator and go in at the Bud Zone for.
Well, you go
a
up
normal week. That's what we did.
The elevator that we used to go up to the press box
escalator
ain't there.
Yeah.
Or it wasn't working or it wasn't open.
Right.
So we had to go down the locker room hallway into the main lobby part and up that elevator and entered the press box from the whole other side. It was interesting. It's no big deal.
Here's I have this. Here's hoping he can govern better than he can coach. But the trend of celebrities, and in this case, former football coaches, deciding they're going to take a turn at politics will now bring in a name that's very popular in the Peach State. And I imagine this will be this victory. I'm going to go ahead and predict this victory for this guy will be the first of now he'll turn into a career politician, something that, by the way, he's running on the premise of being against. But former University of Tennessee football coach Derek Dooley has announced his Republican bid for the U.S. Senate in Georgia against the incumbent there, some dude named John Ossoff. The 57-year-old Dooley, backed by Governor Brian Kemp. He's been teasing a bit since June. But here's the part. I wish you could go back for every person who's in politics, every senator or congressperson who's in politics. When they first got in, do they have a quote like this? Professional politicians like John Ossoff are the problem. All right. Well, don't let me fast forward 20 years and catch 79-year-old Derek Dooley running for re-election again then.
He wouldn't win in the state of Tennessee. I know that.
No, he'll win in Georgia, though. For those that don't know, Derek Dooley is Vince Dooley's son.
Yeah. The late Vince Dooley.
Yeah. Derek Dooley played maybe receiver on Vince's teams.
Yeah.
He was on the team, right? Yeah. Derek Dooley's my age. I remember him playing when I was in
Coached a lot of years in NFL after the.
He was the reason that teams are afraid sometimes to hire a guy like Billy Napier. You know, he came from that. In fact, was it the same school? No, Monroe for Napier and Louisiana Tech for Dooley.
Was it?
But that's that risk you take of grabbing a guy who's super successful at that level. You know, that in this case, kind of that in-between level.
Yeah.
Quite frankly. And then, but we'll see. We'll see if Napier.
What do you last, like 2-3 years in Tennessee?
Yeah, if that. Derek Dooley's like the last of the coaching short guys. You catch him in those orange bike shorts out on the practice field if you're not careful.
Yeah.
The plain white cotton top. You know those? Remember those, E? Every football coach in America had on those polyester bike shorts and just a plain white cotton button down. Some hat where the front of it sticks up like a fireman's helmet, and a whistle. That's all you need. Socks up to your calves, and some coach's shoes. Throw those in there, like the refs wear. You know those black ones. That's every coach in America in 1970.
Oh, it's changed big time.
Yeah, every coach in America had polyester bike coaching shorts. They had a cotton white button down and a whistle around their neck. And then their ball cap, the profile in the front was about 14 inches high. That was every coach in America.
Derek Dooley was 4-19 in the SEC as a coach at Tennessee.
He was god-awful. They were terrible under him.
Yeah, they were not good.
And Tennessee had a run on terribleness.
Yeah, they
got
in a rut. They got in a rut. They fell in that abyss. So, play us out of here.
Now, the 2-minute drill is driven by nobody but Nimnik. Nimnik Chevrolet on Cassett Avenue and Nimnik Buick GMC on Phillips Highway.
Hello. You had to look up to be sure who was sitting.
I did.
Yeah, I know you did.
I actually did.
I knew that move.
That was a good call.
I recognized it.
Yeah.
I had to get Coach Denmark some of those bike brand shorts.
He would look good in those.
He'd rock them.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
He's a trim guy. He can get away with wearing pretty much anything.
What was your number one observation from the scrimmage on Friday?
Trevor. I mean, is this what we're going to get? Liam Coen talked about how had more explosive plays than maybe they anticipated. And, look, he did take Baker Mayfield from some pretty good numbers in his career to previously not reached heights. I mean, 41 touchdowns. If he could, Trevor could get in the 30s. I think that would be excellent this year, So I think there's plenty of room for improvement. But I thought he, under the lights and the first decent test of the preseason, came through in a big way.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and the numbers bear that out. And he looked confident and stood tall in the pocket and ripped the ball a few times and had some wide open guys.
Gotta love to see Brian Thomas in the end zone a couple of times as well. And it's ones versus twos.
Yeah,
but if he doesn't rip up the twos, you're going, oh, what's wrong with Trevor? So give him credit for doing what he did and what he's hopefully going to continue to do.
Credit, not extra credit.
Yeah,
but credit for doing. You get credit for doing what you're supposed to do. You don't give necessarily extra credit for it.
Are you breaking it down today?
Yeah, we're breaking it down. D-Rock will join us today, give a scrimmage recap from his perspective. We'll hear from Liam Coen and Anthony Campanile, both spoke afterwards. And today we're asking what on the heels of a pretty promising performance. What are you expecting for Trevor is basically the question we're asking today.
Well, have a great show.
Thank you.
Mike and Tony getting ready for Jaguars Day. You heard D-Rock will join them as well. Be a good day. Here as the Monday rolls on 1010XL 92.5 FM. Jeff, our job is done.
We'll see you tomorrow.
The Drill at the DivorceMenOnly.com studios. What's happening?